Welcome to twitch.tv/LoganRobo. Tonight's game will be Ace Attorney, Spirit of Justice. Remember, the judicial system needs more than just ace attorneys to get by. It also needs geriatric judges, based bailiffs, and super stenographers. Thank you for tuning in to twitch.tv/LoganRobo. Please enjoy the stream. And we are live! How is everybody doing? I'm excited to play tonight. I've been looking forward to this. I hope you're doing well. I saw that Extemporaneous and Rukov were here bright and early. I had to refresh a thing, and so I lost some of the things that were said in the void. So my apologies. I'm sorry, but I do see before the stream. Oh, and here we should click. Oh, wrong button. I should click this in order to get the music going. I see Rukov. One of the things he did say though was Logan Robo, who loves Ovaltine, drives a Subaru that's, oh, here we go, that's real clean. It's like a poem. Logan Robo, who loves Ovaltine, drives a Subaru that's real clean. Though he's quite often late, his streams still are great. Often they're a comedy machine. It's a little limerick. Oh, Queen Katie with a raid. Why did the raid alert not go off? I'm gonna try checking my alerts. Queen Katie, how is your stream? Can we try Twitch Guru? Can we try it and see if it's gonna work? See if Twitch Guru will be nice to Queen Katie for once? It worked! Is this from your Nuzlocke?
I am because he lost. The audience literally just left. They all literally were like,
wait, who's that masked guy? I've only played a couple of Pokemon games. Oh wow, my game is suddenly stuttering. I don't know why my game is stuttering so much. I have very few things turned on in the background. Let's...
Why?
Oh, the Tomcat in the clip kind of got me.
Peacefully.
Let's load up this and see if the music will stop stuttering. But okay, Queen Katie, how was your stream? Sorry, how was your stream? How was it? Sorry, everything was all jittery there. I'm glad the Twitch Guru worked. I'm gonna try turning off and back on the sound alerts or the alert box or whatever it is. And because I don't know why it didn't make a raid thing there. And I'm gonna check Cloudbot real quick. I was starting to pull up Cloudbot to check it, but then the music was stuttering. And I'm like, I don't think my computer apparently can handle visiting a website. So I'm gonna try turning Cloudbot off and then back on and see if that fixes it. But how was your stream, Queen Katie? I popped in for just a minute to say hi real quick. But because you were playing that River of Yangtze, I don't know if I'm saying it right, murder mystery, I couldn't stick around because of spoilers. I did see that for anyone else who's interested, who's been seeing that Queen Katie's been playing that, it is discounted on Steam right now. It's on sale. But how is your stream? And there is Magpie saying, hey, whoa, time for stream, baby. I'm also playing Professor Layton versus Phoenix, right? Magpie. Okay, for those who didn't see, Magpie had a birthday recently, and we didn't sing happy birthday to Magpie. And so I think we need to remedy this. It's belated. So here's how you guys know happy birthday to you, how that goes. We gotta sing happy belated birthday to you. Try and fit the word belated into as few syllables as possible. Okay, so we're gonna do that. Everybody ready? Everybody ready to sing? I hope you can open up your ear holes as wide as they go, Magpie. I assume birds have like ear holes, right? I don't think they have ears, they just have holes, right? All right, here we go. Happy belated birthday to you. Happy belated birthday to you. Happy belated birthday, dear Magpie. Happy belated birthday to you. How was it? I know that you got you mentioned that you got your stream deck and you've been having fun with that. I hope the birthday itself was nice. See, there was the Queen Katie raid. Bubbo, I saw you were back in the Discord channel. I don't, did you like lose your old account or something? I don't know, but it's so good to see you popping in there, even though you were impersonating someone else. How are you doing, Bumbo? Quickita says, praise. Yes, it worked. I don't know why that time, and apparently not some of the other times, but that time it worked. Quickita said, I had a great stream. Finally got to the case that Vero fell in love with. Oh, wait, what? Oh, and then Nora with the raid. We got a double raid. We got back-to-back raids. Rukap, can we do a shout out for Nora as well? And that time, the sound alert worked. And we'll see if we can do a Twitch Guru shout out for Nora. Let's see.
To please omit nothing in your testimony.
April May. She's not really a good girl. Her promises are worth nothing.
I am so close. I'm so okay.
You'd think she'd be cute the way she's doing the little paw thing, but she's just... She's a tryhard. April May is a tryhard. She's a pick-me tryhard. I hope that's not controversial to say. But how was your stream, Nora? How was the rest? I was in there for a little bit while you were talking to, crap, what was his name? He was Mia's old boss. Remember the guy that, I don't know if he's done this in your games, this might be mild spoilers, seemed to have a bit of an obsession with his own hemorrhoids. You remember that guy? I don't remember his name. Because, like, that was back in the days when you had normal characters. Now we are literally cross-examining a helicopter. And he's murdered me so many times already in this game. Let me read just a couple more comments. We'll get back to this. Yeah, Queen Hussein finally got the case that Vero fell in love with and started recommending the game to us. Oh, so this is a really good case then. I hope Vero's internet starts working again soon. I don't know about the rest of you, but I miss Vero.
Once upon a pandemic, Logan stopped me from singing happy birthday because he didn't know it was in the public domain since 2016.
I just remember when I was a youngin', like ever since I was little, like people would say that you can't sing, it's like sing happy birthday on TV. That's why like restaurants would always do a happy birthday, or some like random song like that instead. I was late to the party, the birthday party, apparently. So yes, it is now public domain, much like the prototypical Steamboat Willie Mickey Mouse. And thank you, Rukov, for clarifying. But thank you very much for the 10 bits. I'm also just paranoid about DMCA stuff on here. Okay, I'll read some more chat in a minute. Let's play some of this cross-examination, because I don't remember what the copter said before. So let's review it really quickly, then I'll zip back to the start, and we're gonna press every statement. So as Papa met with someone the night he died, I didn't have eyes on the ground, and as I'd already mounted my siege defense, but I did hear him arguing with someone in his study. From my window, I saw the one designated Dats getting ejected from the premises. After that, the man lingered around the perimeter for some time. He must have regrouped and killed my Papa in the study later. I just know it. By the way, after last stream, I may at some point need to change Sarge's voice. After last stream, I was walking around, my voice was so thrashed from how, gravelly it is, all that texture and everything. But okay. All right, Papa met with someone the night he died. Hold it. Your father met with someone? Could you be more specific? No, I was in the midst of a crucial defensive siege operation. Right. You're referring to how you don't leave your room, correct? You never know where the enemy might be lurking outside the siege perimeter. I do hope we get to see Sarge soon. And I do hope that Sarge is either like a 4-year-old dainty little girl or like a 40-year-old man-child. What about, school? Oh, I don't go to boot camp. I'm a soldier. See, that could go either way. It could be because you are a kid, but you stay home. You're homeschooled. Or it could be because, like, he's a middle-aged man and, of course, wouldn't go to school. A sergeant doesn't associate with rookies still too green to fight. With a kid like this, I bet Dr. Buff won't be getting any rest in the afterlife either. It was very brave of you to come to the courthouse today. Oh, that's right, because Sarge we established, is in the lobby, right? We got to see Sarge before the end of this chapter. But what was that you said about a siege defense? Oh, that? Well, ... Now I can read some more in the chat because I've pretended to play the game for a minute. I put up the pretense of being a respectable streamer who does this for the games and not to hang out with people. Let's see, Quicky said, and I agree, it's very fun. Okay, so it's living up to the hype the viewer gave it? Boa said, oh, just unmuted. Yikes. Oh, is it because of all the jittery music? But Bumbo, again, so good to see you. How have you been? I mean, I know it hasn't been that long since you've been in chat, but the fact that you were popping in the Discord makes it feel like a reunion. Quicky said, yeah, you were at a big spoiler section, thankfully right after, but still. Yeah, I know. I made sure I didn't read anything on the screen. I was just saying hi for a bit, and then I had to leave. Cookster said, imagine if whenever you open the door, it just fell off of its hinges. I feel like I've experienced a door like that before. Not ideal. Not an effective way to keep people out of a room. Magpie says, ooh, birthday, thank you. You're welcome, Magpie. I hope you had cake and fun times and all that good stuff. Quicky said, by the way, bad news. There was, in fact, an animal in case 4. However, I cannot claim them for murder. For they're dead. Were they the victim? Did somebody murder an animal? And Quicky said, happy birthday, Magpie. And there was the Nora raid. So I'm slowly getting caught up. I don't think I'm that far behind. We're 12 minutes into stream. That means I can't possibly be more than 12 minutes behind. By the way, I've had some more ideas. I need to talk to you guys about ideas for the Persona 3 episode I guess streams to make them more interesting, I guess. I don't know if I should talk about them here or just like maybe do a poll and start a conversation on Discord. But I've been noticing not a lot of people are tuning in for episode I guess, and I have 2 possible ways to fix that, and I'd like to hear some thoughts. But let's do some more here. I didn't have eyes on the ground as I'd already mounted my siege defense, but hold it. Sarge, I've always wondered, why do you battle it? And this is something I have always wondered. Not just ever since I met you, my entire life. I've wondered there's somebody out there that's a little remote control helicopter person. I wonder what he's battling. That's classified. Again, it's either like social anxiety or shyness or agoraphobia, or maybe Sarge is like a bubble boy and has like no immune system and will die if he goes out in public and is going to probably die now that he's in the court lobby. We've already killed one kid in the Ace Attorney series when the Chief Justice's son died of incuritis. And this guy's an orphan. Sarge is an orphan. Nobody's gonna be sad if he dies. Even so, it may be relevant to this case. Objection! I don't know if you're the right person to be asking about things like that. What you talking about? Apollo doesn't have... I think Apollo is a very socially well-adjusted person, right? That's right. Such matters need to be handled with a certain delicacy. Oh, crap. Is she gonna be like, time for analytical psychology or something like that?
Hey, Lou. Only man slides out with a mug of cocoa. Logan was the first man on the moon. No, that's Neil Armstrong. Gonna go slap.
Well, I mean, it's easy to get the two of us mixed up. Actually, is Neil Armstrong even still alive? I remember seeing something with Buzz Aldrin. I can't remember if it was that he turned really old or he died. I feel like Neil Armstrong already passed. But thank you so much, Rukov. You almost got me at the very beginning with that the clam impression. But thank you for the 10 bits. Get some sleep. Chat, until the world defeats internet-eating sharks, we are modless. There is no more Vero, and I'm so sad about that. Now we have no mods, no Rukov, no Vero, no clam. Anarchy just reigns in the chat. But thank you again for the 10 bits. Get some sleep, Rukov. If you can't, feel free to come back. Oh, I guess curiosity got the better of me. You're all talk and no action, soldier. Out on the battlefield, it ain't the number of pretty words in your repertoire, but the number of bullets in your gun belt that counts. Easy for you to say. You're the one with all of them. The words and the bullets. Who would the witness please tell this court what he saw and heard that night? I did hear him arguing with someone in his study. Hold it! What was the argument about? I heard things like, where's the orb? And are you defying dragons really criminals? And what kind of name is That's a Rebel? Why do you keep looking around pulling your signature purple bandana over the lower half of your face? Boy, I sure hope someone else doesn't come in here and murder me.
It sounded real volatile, like a war might break out at any second.
So the two of them had an argument when Dats came to get the orb. Did you see or hear anything else?
Yeah, I heard them arguing, and then silence.
This is a long cross-examination. Let's do one more of these, then I'll read some more in the chat.
From my window, I saw the one designated Dots getting ejected from the premises.
Hold it! Like, I'm not seeing anything that seems like we'd have evidence. Although I should probably review our evidence, but like nothing seems suspicious so far. How was Mr. Rebel acting?
Like a conquered trooper retreating with his tail between his legs.
A trooper? I guess he's a paratrooper. Well, I guess he does dress like he's in the military. No, I thought someone said, wasn't it? Was it Magpie or Beowulf or somebody said he's like an actual paratrooper, right? I bet those two would have really hit it off if they had met under different circumstances. Okay, I will admit, I think Dats would probably be a fun, like, uncle figure. I bet Dats is good with kids. You don't want him to teach the kids how to, like, do a terrorism, you know, like bomb making and stuff. But other than the terrorism, he's probably a good, like, uncle or babysitter. I mean, for me, terrorism is a deal breaker when hiring a babysitter, but to each their own. Yeah, I could see that.
And so the defeated soldier was expelled, but that wasn't the end.
Okay, let me read some more comments in the chat. I think Queegator says, yo, Nora! Nora says, hurrah! And there's Rukop doing the shout out. Queegator says, back to back buddies! Magpie says, yes, it was a nice birthday. Thank you. A friend got me cat buttons for my kitty and a book for me, and I got my Steam Deck. Okay, I need to know what you mean by cat buttons. You mean like buttons are like pictures of your cat or illustrations of your cat? Or like buttons to like attach to your cat's collar so your cat has flair, as if your cat was like a server at Applebee's? Or I just need some elaboration. Queegator said, hey, it's the April May clip Nora showed me before. I know, but here's the thing, Nora. I am totally understanding if you were just done with April May. She was kind of the worst. Oak says, Nora Raid, how you doing, Oak? Nora said she is in fact a pick-me try-hard. Grossberg, that was the name, yes. And Magpie says, Marvin Grossberg. That's who it was, yes. Yes, he was gross. Again, I don't know if he's mentioned it in that chapter, but he, I think at one point, like half of his lines are gonna be about hemorrhoids.
After that, the man lingered around the perimeter for some time.
Hold it! That does seem suspicious.
He kept hiding behind trees and telephone poles and stealing glances at our house.
Well, he couldn't exactly leave without the orb.
I bet he was angry that he'd been kicked out.
And one more.
He must have regrouped and killed my papa in the study later. I just know it.
Hold it! But don't you keep your front door unlocked? If so, then anyone could have got in.
That's true. Papa didn't keep our house locked up. He said there was no need because there were only good people in Corrine Village.
This sounds familiar. Did we already press these statements last time? Yeah, he ended up dead anyway.
Only a monster could do what they did to my kind, trusting Papa. There will be no mercy. I vow swift and terrible vengeance. I'll carpet bomb the killer with everything in my arsenal.
Oh, no, don't. It's a force field. Force field. I'm done dying. I am so tired of dying. Well, I sympathize with you, witness. You will refrain from firing Gatling guns in this court. So Sarge saw Dats too. Just when I thought things couldn't get any worse. I wonder why he hung around after being thrown out. I hate to say this, but if Dats is proven to be the killer, we'll lose the orb to the plaintiff and an innocent man will get executed. Athena. Men are more important than orbs. So our only option is to prove the Defiant Dragons had nothing to do with the murder. Also, why is she so invested in getting this orb? Why does she care if we overthrow some foreign country? Okay, so, crap. I don't know what we're supposed to present evidence to. Nothing was added in all that pressing, so we'll check in a second. Queegator said, so Logan, I don't know if you saw, but I have a theory on why some of my clips weren't being shown. There's an odd glitch with the recent ones where it has this odd paradox. Oh, yeah, I saw you mentioned something about this, where like the first part has, it's either no video and just audio or no audio, just video, something like that. It somehow clips the seconds before the actual clip stuff. It only played the video with no sound for that section. Yeah, maybe that's like messing with Twitch Guru or something like that. That sounds like a reasonable enough theory to me. Nora said April May is so aggravating. Oak says, I miss puzzles. Are you talking about the person? You talking about Vera, or just puzzles in general? Magpie says, I have decided Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright chronologically takes place somewhere around Investigations post-original trilogy, but before anything in AA4, including the flashback case. Well, didn't somebody said, I could be misremembering. I'm pretty sure somebody said that it almost feels like an alternate universe. It's like Phoenix and Maya are, like they're running a bakery or something like that. Like they're not lawyers in it. Am I so is it actually them, or is it like this is the Professor Layton universe version of Phoenix Wright and Maya Fey? Quick Eddie with a salute for Vero, and Oak says, Sharks, stop eating their homework. Or the internet. Either would be nice. Either would be a move in the right direction. Okay, so we gotta figure out what to present evidence to. So let's review. Papa met with someone the night he died, didn't have eyes on the ground, already mounted siege defense. I did hear him arguing with someone in the study. From my window, I saw the one designated Dats getting ejected from the premises. After that, the man lingered around the perimeter for some time. He must have regrouped and killed my papa later in the study. I just know it. Okay, so what contradicts any of that? So we have the Founder's Orb, Karain National Treasure. The doctor hid it in the ruins before his untimely death. Photo of my father, a picture of my biological father, Jove Justice, who died in Karain. Research notes on the Song of Ceremony and the box containing the Founder's Orb. That just has the song. We already used that for the motif to show how old the artifact was. The study photo. Attition saw Dats fleeing the scene the night of the murder. Oh, maybe it's this, that he hung around, but Attition saw him flee? Maybe? Let's try that. So let's go ahead and return to the man lingered around the perimeter for some time. Let's save, and then try presenting that piece of evidence. Saying that it contradicts with the statement that the politician gave. Okay, let's try that. Present! And we want this, present! Objection! Crap. That statement contradicts with this piece of evidence. Just how does it contradict with the evidence, Mr. Justice? Could I have about 5 minutes to figure out the answer to that? Okay, so he's gonna stab us. Let's load back up. So that was an error. Let's try again. Let me have a sip of water though. Okay. As Quickita said, I literally midstream hollered at Vero about the part they were at when they told us about the game. Wait, was Vero in your chat, or do you mean just like in the spoiler group chat? Quickita said, it's like I'm yelling at a wall. Nora said, I forgot to finish the VOD from Sunday. Why are we cross-examining Sarge? Okay, so quick recap. So the whole trial has been a civil case about the orb, the ownership, and whether the orb is the Crystal of Ami-Fae or the Founder's Orb. And then Phoenix finally chimed in and said, hey, guess what? This guy was like murdered, so we should probably like investigate this as a murder. And then he accused our good buddy Dats a Rebel as being the murderer, because he showed up that night to get the Founder's Orb and apparently was denied it and left. And so the theory that Phoenix Wright, and I don't know why Phoenix Wright is doing this. I hope he apologizes after all this is done. But yeah, so that's what we're doing. So we are cross-examining Sarge, because Sarge was literally there in the house. He was like the only other person in the house when it happened, and getting his testimony of Dats's behavior. So let's see, diagram of the doctor's study, note the bookcase, large window, and the second floor area. Okay, the orb transfer agreement states, I agree to hand over the orb to the Defiant Dragons if I will come to no harm. I mean, I guess we could, no. Sarge's drone, helicopter drone operated by a doctor's kid, equipped with, camera and microphone! Okay, so maybe that'll say that he could only hear. He said he couldn't see, right? So let's see, Papa met with somebody, died, didn't have eyes on the ground. Okay, so let's try that. We're gonna present the helicopter saying that he should also have camera, right? Objection! Hey! Second try. Sarge, you hiding something from me?
How dare you question your superior officer like that? You want to get in on this Stroganoff action with Pig Boy over there, soldier?
Sorry, but I'm afraid lawyers are missile-proof. I don't think so. I think we should test that.
What?
Wait, Sarge gonna believe that? Would the defense care to explain? Simple, Your Honor. Just as he is able to see what is happening in court right now, Sarge was able to see what was happening in the study then. So, what's this gonna say? That the helicopter wasn't in there, Or, I don't know. We'll see where he's going with this. I gotta read one or two more comments, though. Let's see. Oh, an Oak redeemed a hydrate command. I will do that right now. Thank you very much, Oak. I will have some water. Gladly. I'm thirsty. Thank you very much, Oak. Quiggity says, no, keep the voice. Oh, well, if it hurts your throat, feel free. I will keep it as long as I can. If it gets to the point where it's like inhibiting my ability to do Judge Udgy's voice or something, I may have to change it. But thank you for the, I assume, vote of confidence in the voice. Nora says, oh, during my stream today, there was an option to say, I thought Grossberg and Red were lovers. Oh, I remember that. I think that sounds very familiar. Said, so of course I did. Grossberg got too defensive. And now I wonder. He also said, I'll swallow my pride. What do you mean, sir? Yes, it was pride that Grossberg was swallowing. Sorry, gross joke. I'm sorry. Okay, back in the game. Sarge was able to see what was happening in the study then. With his cherished drone, of course. Yeah! Hey, now that you mention it. Oh, and to think the answer was right before our eyes this whole time. Ooh. Ha! Sarge, you were perfectly capable of patrolling the study that night. So you must have seen something. Whoa, whoa, oh, ah!
I'm hit. What is this strange new weaponry you're using against me?
Is that oil? Is it sweating grease? Courtroom warriors don't use guns or missiles because evidence is our weapon of choice. And the evidence has exposed your bald-faced lie. My truth bomb, Sarge, has stripped your defenses bare. Apollo's really getting into this war metaphor with Sarge, huh?
Truth bomb! Oh no! Ah! Mayday! I'm going down!
Hubbub, he just killed a kid. Oh my! Are you all right?
Evidence. Never have I seen such fearsome ordnance.
Tell it to us straight, Sarge. Or tell it to Mr. Right Gay. You know, either way works. After all, you want to help your father, don't you?
Papa.
Yes, you want to find out who killed him, don't you? So please, tell us what you saw that night.
It's not what you think. I didn't see anything.
Wait, anything? Is it going to be because he didn't have his cameras on? Or maybe the shouting was coming from outside. Maybe Dats was with Archie Buff, but they weren't in the study, they were outdoors. You sure? Seem awfully stressed for someone who didn't see anything. Oh no! Ah!
How many lives does Apollo have?
Sarge, you need to answer my question.
Shut your pie hole, maggot! It'll be a scorching day in Siberia before a lowly private like you orders me around.
Oh, what's with him in Siberia of all places? But if a scorching day is what it'll take, then maybe it's time to turn up the heat. Hey, Athena, go find the temperature control knobs and turn up the heat. I meant that literally. I'm out of ideas. No, you think a therapy session might help? Well, it could help alleviate some of his anxiety. No. No! Plus, I'm picking up a lot of discord in Sarge's voice. That usually means the patient wants to say something but can't for some reason. And in Sarge's case, I imagine whatever's plaguing him is pretty severe. In that case, I'll leave it to you and your mood matrix magic. You got it. Your Honor, I believe I can be of help here. Some of this analytical psychology, yeah. Let me read some more in the chat. Magpie says, I did in fact have a cake. It was a rainbow cake and it was tasty. Nice. I always gauge how tasty cakes are on what type of frosting. If it's buttercream, then it's gonna be tasty. Oak said, there was a freaky heterosexual man trying to kill Phoenix in Nora's stream. A heterosexual man in Ace Attorney? In Ace Attorney? Are you sure? Quickity said, don't worry. I assume the animal is not a victim, ... I hope. But he said it was dead. Oh, Quickity with a lurk said, I gotta do some things real quick, Law. Okay, see when you get back, Quickity. Oak says, agoraphobia sucks. I would imagine it would. You know what it would remind me of? Because, like, I still remember the COVID lockdowns in 2020 and just being, like, cooped up in my place all day, every day. Thank goodness I had my cat. My cat and Animal Crossing, I think, are the main things that kept me sane. But I think just like, if that was just in perpetuity, oh man, that'd be awful. Nora said, Athena! Yeah, look, Nora, there's Athena. She's gonna do psychology. Cookster says, yes, this guy's an orphan. No one's gonna miss him if they die. Well, my usual wording, my go-to joke about orphans dying is that no one will mourn their passing. But it's true! Oak says, ad quote, this guy's an orphan, so no one's gonna be sad if he dies. Nora said, my baby, y'all know what time it is. Oak says, dang, did I mishear the quote? I think that quote was about right. Cookster says, dude, I don't know, I listened to 2 realities at once. Or did I, but I don't know. Let's see, Oak says, anyways, Purge! Eggland says, hi, how you doing, Eggland? Good to see you. How are you? Okay, we should play some game again. Your Honor, I believe I can be of help here. Time for a therapy session, is it, Miss? Like, he's so used to it now. He's like, yeah, okay. I mean, we've already crossed the Rubicon on this. Yes, it will help the witness with his anxiety, maybe even enough to testify. Then by all means, please bring the poor child out into the light of day. I guess we're just lucky that before Athena came along, we never had witnesses with mental illness. Oh, but I assume this will be all right with you, Mr. Wright. Why not? It's not like we haven't been through this before.
What are you butting in for, lady? There ain't no place on this battlefield for you.
Ha! I beg to differ, Sarge. This G.I. Jane's always ready for a fight in the courtroom. Wasn't that a movie with, I want to say Demi Moore? I don't know, I've never seen it, but I'm pretty sure that's a movie, right? G.I. Jane? And wait until you see what I've got in my arsenal. Analytical psychology. With it, I'm going to blow a big old hole in the armor you've built around your heart.
First evidence, now analytical psychology. Where are these WMDs coming from?
For anyone in the chat too young to know what a WMD is, it stands for Weapon of Mass Destruction.
Well, if it's a battle you want, bring it on. You may have started this war, but I'm gonna end it. Corpse woman sucks.
You got it, Sarge. Time to seek out the agony buried deep in your heart. Brace yourself. Okay, now we gotta do the Tony Stark hologram screens. Beep, boop, beep, bop, boop, 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 beep, boop. Yeah, let me read a couple more comments in the chat. Nora says, my baby BBG, best girl favorite character, best lawyer, definitely a lesbian. I headcanon is in love with Trucy, love her, obsessed with her, is her, loves her, best girl, best baby, best lawyer on the face of the earth. I'd do that all in one breath. Eglin said, just got my midterm done. Congratulations, Eglin. Do you feel accomplished? Do you feel like you've defeated it? Nora said, thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Oak says, start stabbing Logan to carry on Nora's legacy. You don't have to, Nora's here. You don't have to stab if she's here. And then Nora stabs. Oak said, we need 2 Nora commands, one for Athena and one for Mjardar. Nora said, for real, I vote for Nora commands. Okay, let's go with this.
Stayed in my room with my drone that evening.
Oh, this is like a new, this is like new wording. There's a new, why? Was that the entrance of either Weedle or Crystal or someone? Thank you for the Tomcat, but I was just reading chat. Let's see what this is first. I'll be back, because otherwise you're gonna hear the bong, 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 bong over and over again while I'm reading.
I stayed in my room with my drone that evening.
Okay, so that's sadness. I guess that makes sense.
I heard Dats and Papa arguing with each other.
Sadness and surprise.
Dats got kicked out, but I saw him still hanging around outside.
Okay, so I guess the whole thing is that he's saying the drone was in his room. So that is more sadness and more surprise. Why is he even more sad at Dats leaving? Maybe Sarge has a little crushy on Dats.
I was in my room, so I didn't know Papa was dead until the next day.
And that's sadness and surprise again. So I'm looking for unexpected emotions and unnatural reactions, right? Right, emotions and reactions that don't fit the content of his testimony. When you find one, make sure you point it out to me. Also, remember, not to view his emotional reactions in isolation. Sometimes it's important to see how they change from one statement to the next. Okay, so that's the clue. So it's probably gonna be someone when it went up, right? Okay, I'll give it a try. So I stayed in my room with the drone that evening. That's just sadness. Now here's where we had surprise. So now it's changed, but that makes sense. You're surprised to hear your dad arguing with a terrorist. Then the sadness and the surprise both increased. I mean that seems maybe inconsistent. Why would he be extra sad at seeing Dats outside? Like, 'cause that's not a sad thing. You could be more surprised at seeing him act suspicious. And oh, the surprise went down. Okay, so sad's really maxed out with the
Just found out I can donate homosexually.
You can donate like oh, because it's got the little pride flag there. Also, hang on, I'm looking at the TTS text. I see the word boo, but I didn't hear it. Did I miss it? Was I talking over the boo? I'm sorry if I talked over the boo. I will pretend to be scared. Was that believable? Was that believable? But thank you so much for the 10 bits. Okay, I appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, because I guess you can use like all sorts of different little emotes to go with the bits and stuff. Okay, so is it surprise went? Wow, my voice is already hurting from Sarge. So I guess it's that surprise went down. That he didn't even know that he was dead until the next day. So why? Thank you. Okay, tell you what, I will read some more in the chat, but I feel good about this. Let me read some more in the chat. Magpie says, yes, Dats is canonically a paratrooper, but goodness only knows for whose army, because Crane also canonically doesn't have a standing army. Maybe he was just like I don't know, mercenary? Oak says, I hope Dats teaches me how to be a terrorist. No, if any of you ever have an uncle or a babysitter or anyone who tries to teach you how to be a terrorist, you step one, put out your hand like this, and step two, say, no terrorism today, friend, and then fold your arms. That's 3 steps. Nora said, quote, ideally terrorism is a deal breaker when hiring a babysitter. I do feel like that is a red flag. Magpie says, I do have a headcanon that Dats gets called uncle by about half the people under age 25 at Crane Capital City. I love it. Love it. Okay, let's try a little bit of this. So let's pinpoint. So I'm guessing what it is, the traumatic thing is that Sarge actually did see his dead body that night and was so traumatized by it that he's like blocking it out and is going to claim that he didn't see it till the next day, because that's why he would be less surprised seeing the dead body the next day. Let's try that. Hey, I think we got it. That's strange. You reacted with shock when you discovered your father's body, yet you were nearly as shocked then as when you saw Mr. Rebel. Normally, you would expect the death of one's father to be much more impactful.
Enemy fire! Direct hit!
That is strange. I wonder what it could mean. Well, we know he wasn't as affected by his father's death as he should have been. And I think I know why. Oh? Sarge, you weren't as shocked at seeing your father's body as seeing Mr. Rebel because, hang on. We gotta save. I didn't see if our hit point meter was up. We gotta save anyway. Okay, so you're scared of Mr. Rebel. You'd already seen his body. Something else shocked you. I'm guessing it's you already... Actually, there's no hit point meter. Can we say he's scared of Mr. Rebel? Can we try some of these other things? I doubt any of them will be as fun as when we had, oh crap, what was his name? In the Clown Girl case. It was Owen's host. Is that the right term? That was a fun character. Okay, yeah, let's try one of them. Let's say you're scared of Mr. Rebel. Maybe you were scared of him.
Why, how could you even think I was scared of that capitalist pig?
So you weren't scared?
Listen up, trainee, you feckless amateurs don't even know what true fear is. Naive little babies like you wouldn't last 2 seconds out there. So here's your first lesson, Private.
I feel like if Sarge was a 4-year-old, Sarge probably wouldn't know words like naive and feckless and things like that.
A heaping spoonful of true battlefield terror.
Oh, we're dying. Oh, exploding. Oh no. Oh no. I do like that you heard his body thump. I think that means you were wrong, but there's no need to look so bitter about her body. He's dead, Athena! No, but that was some bit of medicine. Oh, you have to taste the failure. Okay, I know that I didn't lose any hit points, but just because I don't want potential knowledge of that to stain my save file, I'm gonna reload. That wasn't quite as fun as I'd hoped. Nora said, quote, oh, wait, no, I already read that. Oak says, add quote, to me, terrorism is a deal breaker when hiring a babysitter. Nora said, like a server at Applebee's. You know what? They always have, like, on their lanyards, they have all the flair. Isn't that what they call it? What the cool kids call it? Magpie says, when I mean cat buttons, I mean the talk buttons where you record. Oh, I've seen those in videos where you lay them on the ground and they press the buttons. Whoa, what was that? Hang on. Did you guys hear that little noise? I just received a little pop-up thing. I gotta see what this is. I got a Steam pop-up. Ooh, I have a new gift. Hang on. I gotta click what this is. Oh, hey! Everybody! Okay, there's a note from Queen Katie. Says, hey, this is your fault for letting me know this is on sale. This is all on you. Now suffer. Mwahaha. Salute Vero. Blame them for recommending this to both of us. Queen Katie, it's Murders on the Yangtze River. The description is, Murders on the Yangtze River is an Ace Attorney-like detective game that takes you on a journey through early 20th century China as you solve a series of intriguing cases. Use your logical reasoning and deduction skills to uncover clues, interrogate suspects, and solve mysteries. Thank you so much, Queen Katie. Everybody say it all together. Thank you, Queen Katie. All right, I actually gotta click accept gift. Accept gift. There we go. So I now have Murder on the Yangtze River. Thank you so much, Queen Katie. Thank you. You gotta tell Vero. You gotta tell Vero that you gifted that to me. Thank you so much. That was really nice. I never, I always appreciate, generosity, but, I never expect it. So thank you so much, Queen Katie. Oh, that was awesome of you. Thank you. And thank you. I feel like I'm not saying it enough. Thank you. Okay, let's keep going. They'll be back in the chat. You'd already seen his body. Sarge, maybe the truth is you left your room that night. And that's when you saw it. Your father's body.
I saw no such thing.
Really? You didn't see his body? All right then. What did you see? A 70% crafted. We gotta do 3 of these? We're only down to 70%. Look, Apollo, we've lost some noise. So, just as I suspected, he really did see something. Sarge, please tell us what you saw.
Oh, but.
Such apprehension. Such a long ellipsis.
The moment I saw it, I couldn't bear it.
Yay, we're helping a potentially small child relive trauma.
I couldn't stand to lose yet another loved one.
Huh? Am I missing something here? Didn't we establish that, Sarge's mom was gone? Apollo, you have a dead dad. You should be able to empathize just because you're lucky enough to have a foster dad. You and your terrorist foster dad. I bet Sarge would love a terrorist foster dad. Is that why you weren't very shocked when you found out your father was dead? Because you had already sensed that he was a goner somehow. That he was a goner. He was a goner. He was a goner. He was Hugh O'Connor. He was Hugh O'Connor. Your biological father is Hugh O'Connor. Well, he's like 26, probably 27 by this game. He could have a little kid out there somewhere.
Maybe.
Please, Sarge. What was it you saw on the night of your father's murder?
Oh, yeah. I saw.
What's happening? Oh, is this gonna be another thing where all the emotions are gonna be overloaded or something? It happens once, and now it's gotta happen every chapter after that. Let me read a few more comments in the chat. Let's see. Oh yeah, but like Magpie was saying, when I say cat buttons, I meant the talk buttons where you record words and they can learn to push the buttons to communicate. So far, I've made food, play, and treat to try and teach her the basics. I have one more. We'll see if she figures out 3. I think it's possible. My cat, I've trained her when I first adopted my cat as a little kitten. I trained her to use her scratching post by having it so every time she would use it and she would scratch on it, I would give her a treat. And now that's what she does when she wants a treat. She'll go to the scratching post, sometimes just do like one little scratch and then look up like, I did it. I did the thing. And so I give her a treat and it's really cute. But yeah, keep us updated, Magpie. I want to know how it goes. Nora said, I really hope Sarge is a teenage girl. I don't know why, but I hope it'd be funny. I just hope that Sarge isn't just what we expect Sarge to be. Cookster says, man, I gotta figure out some more vocal exercises so I can make more voice demos. If you know some good ones, let me know. I could use some warm-ups to maybe protect me from the damage of doing Sarges. Quickita said, Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright is definitely pre-Apollo for sure, but it's a funny game to think about the timeline with. Well, because he's still like hanging out with Maya, right? Did you guys say that Maya's in that so she wouldn't have like left to go do her training yet? Magpie says, it's very Phoenix and Maya. In fact, I'd argue it's very OG trilogy Phoenix and Maya, arguably some of the best characterization I've seen from them, in my opinion. I would love to. I hope I get to play it someday. Even if Nintendo could just like put it on their Switch Online or something like that. By the way, did you guys see the announcement from Nintendo? Was it yesterday? Everybody thought it was gonna be finally the big Switch 2 unveiling, and instead it's a Nintendo alarm clock, Alarmo. And the whole idea is that I guess you for one thing, you have to like, to use all the features, you need to have a Nintendo Online subscription, signed up for it. And I guess not all of them, but some of them. And it hooks up to your Nintendo Switch account, and it's an alarm clock that I guess can use music and sound from the games you own, but it also does weird stuff where it can like track your motion and stuff like that. But then I saw something that if there's like 2 people in your bed, so if you're doing naughty things, then it like can't tell who you are and it deactivates that. So Mario doesn't want to watch you and somebody else do it. That is how Nintendo works. But yeah, it's like an alarm clock. Let's see. And Queen Katie with the alarm. Welcome back, Queen Katie saying, I got brownies. Did you bring enough to share? I hope so. I could go for some brownies. Okay, what's happening? I don't like where this is going.
No more, please.
Eek! Help. Oh, Widget's gone. Did it steal Widget?
I've confiscated your little toy. The battlefield is no place for unauthorized equipment.
You know, I am legit annoyed by Widget because I feel like these games forget Widget exists until the most random moments. I say just pretend Athena doesn't need Widget. Go ahead, Sarge, kill Widget. Murder Widget right in front of us. I want to watch Widget die. I want to watch Widget perish. Die, kill him. Widget! Apollo! I can't continue the session without him. Athena, I don't know if you realize this, but most psychologists don't have a magic robot necklace. If you can't do psychology without it, I don't think you're good at psychology. Oh, calm yourself this instant, witness. I hereby order you to submit to your therapy session. Whoa, what, did he take the gavel? What in the blazes? I think he took my right arm too. This is hammering.
Look at me, I'm judge, jury, and executioner now. Yeah. I hereby convene a military tribunal.
Hubba, hubba, hubba. You know what? He sounds authoritative. He is now our new king. Whoa, 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 whoa. This has gone way too far. Oh, what's next? He's gonna steal the jewel off of Apollo's wrist? He probably doesn't know it's magic. Bailiff! Arrest that drone this instant! I hope he steals the bailiff. Rawr! Stop resisting! He just killed the bailiff! If you don't come quietly, I'll fire! I wish we could see this. Why is this animated? Give Widget back! Right! Eek! Oh no, Athena's dead! He's killed the bailiff and Athena! I hear explosions! And that's the end of our story. We all died. There were no survivors. Huff, puff. The rest of the game takes place in the afterlife. Phew, finally got him back. Nice work! This witness is truly a handful.
Oh, up, 2, 3, 4. Whoa.
Miss Sykes, what's the witness's current psychological state? Can you not tell, Phoenix? Can you not tell from looking at it? With that helicopter? Let's see, he's emotionally all over the map. So his out of control emotions are in control of him, huh? Does that mean we can calm him down if we can figure out the root cause? Yes, so let's see what we can find. What did we figure it out? He saw his dad's corpse, his freshly murdered body. Or like, what could possibly be the source of this child's trauma? Ha! Sarge, can you hear me?
Oh, is that you, corpse woman Sykes?
I'm here. Now, I want you to take a few deep breaths. Just try to relax. Try it with me. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. I'm pretty sure this is Lamaze. You can now give birth.
In, out, in, out.
And now, let your emotions take you where they will. Come on, just let it all out!
Whoa! All forces attack!
That's the least relaxing breathing exercise I've ever seen. This is sure taking a long time to get back to that mood matrix. Oh, okay, here we are. There we are. I can have a sip of water. Oak says, Katie, I want brownies. Can I have some? Can we all have some brownies? Can you just like smush them through your computer to us? Quigate said, oh, that's why I got an ad. My sub expired today. No, Quigate, no. No, as I've said before, I think it takes like a few days for Discord to sync up. I think there's like a grace period, so he can still access the Hey Hey channel, but only for a little bit longer. Oak frowning. Quigate said, how about a no? Kosher says, it is a sad day. Oak says, Katie, villain arc. Bob said to Queen Katie, mine did a few days ago. Boo earns. Nora said, I had to do parkour. My field trip today in the woods almost fell off a hill into a river. Other than the falling off a hill into a river, parkour sounds fun. Okay, let's see. Wait, so we only have sadness and surprise.
Dats was still hanging around after he got kicked out when I heard more fighting and I got worried about Papa.
Okay, so Dats is outside. So this has got to be someone else arguing with him. This has got to be the real killer, right? Info update.
So I left my room, but suddenly I got dizzy and passed out. Remember a flame lighting up the room? A fire? And Papa grinning with delight?
Okay, I'm gonna guess that it's the orb, that he figured something out about the orb, and the orb was lighting up?
That's when he must have been killed, if only I hadn't passed out.
Passed out but saw it, okay? So he has 2 out of control emotions, huh? And all we have to do is find out what's causing them to run wild like this? Yes, whatever the cause, it should appear somewhere in the mood matrix. Let me know if you think you found it. Oh, easier said than done. Don't suppose you have any ideas on where to start. I'm guessing it's gonna be the fire, right? That'll be the orb? Well, I would think about Sarge's personality and his past. Those are the things that shape a person's emotions. You should be able to find something to work from there. Okay, so maybe it's not, maybe it's him passing out? Okay, I don't think we have a hit point meter. Because it is weird he got dizzy and passed out. Flame lighting up the room with Papa grinning with delight. Okay, let's try saving. Warning, I can already tell this is probably gonna take like an hour to figure this out. Probe on the flames.
Got it.
Oh, maybe not. Maybe we got it right away. Okay. That's it. Sarge, what was the whole thing about? Think about his personality. You don't even think about his personality. Think about the obvious weird thing. You were overcome with shock and fear when you saw those flames, weren't you? Okay, so let's read some chat. Quickly said, in the DMs, me and Vera like to fangirl together about Yangtze River and one boy in particular. So it's not the chicken? It's not the chicken? Oak said, don't do that, Nora. It's not healthy. Yeah, as a general rule, don't fall off of hills into rivers. Nora said, we had to literally climb on trees and logs to jump rock to get across mud. Was this part of, because I saw on Discord you mentioned a field trip. This doesn't sound like something that parents would sign on for kids to do. Did the teacher not get permission slips? Kugita said, if it weren't for that darn shark, Vera would have been in my last few streams. I know, it's so sad. Can we, like, have as a community, raise funds? I don't know how expensive it is. I think it's thousands of dollars. But have, like, one of those Starlink satellite internet things shipped out to Vero. Let's see, Nora said, I also dropped my phone in sand. I thought you were gonna say mud, but sand's not a big deal, right? Oak's frowning. Nora said, I almost had to fall backwards because I literally had to climb up something. Quick said, Mood Matrix coming up. Mood Matrix, mostly, well, we only got down to 70 before, so I don't know if we'll have it done. I don't know how many times we have to do this. Nora said, Apollo, don't say that. Don't say what? Quick said, no, I closed the stream by mistake. No, not the ad. Death by ad. See, again, this type of thing makes me wonder if maybe I should change from, because you have to have ads apparently now if you're an affiliate. You can't opt out all of them. Switch away from the pre-roll ads to just scheduled ads at a certain time, because then you can refresh all you want. And when an actual ad hits, then for the subscribers, I'll just do like fake commercials and pretend to plug like Raid Shadow Legends or some other crap like that. Oak said, where is Batman on when you need them? Nora said, quote, tell it to a straight Sarge or tell it to Mr. Right, gay. Quiggy said, brownies devoured. Time to yoink some wafers maybe. Says, yep, Mood Matrix coming up. Oak says, Sarge, stop killing Apollo. But he's still killable. He's just a little guy. Okay, hang on. You were overcome with shock and fear when you saw those flames, weren't you? Was I? Yes. Just 6 months ago, you and your mother were caught up in an arsonist display. Oh, that was right. Wasn't that how it worked out that, wasn't it that she dove out of a window and the building was on fire with like Sarge in her arms and basically cradled Sarge from the impact of falling out the window, and she died from the fall, but Sarge survived, I think. So it's no wonder you'd be extremely scared of fire. And defenestration. That means getting thrown out of a window. Yes, that does make sense. And maybe, just maybe, your subconscious fear of fire is what caused you to withdraw from the world. Maybe it could be the dead mom whose corpse was like holding him. I feel like a fear of fire would make you withdraw from where fire is. I'm gonna be honest, when I went to school as a kid, seldom was there actual fire at school.
What do you mean, corpse woman Sykes?
In the outside world, you were bound to come across all sorts of fire. Oh, unless we're gonna say something like, the sun is fire. Candles, cigarettes, heck, even the grill at a diner. At school, there are no candles. At school, I hope there are no cigarettes. If Odagiri's on the case, there won't be. And then, don't go to a diner. Even if it's not that often, just the idea that you might see them grew bigger and bigger until you couldn't shut it out. So it's not agoraphobia, it's, what would you call it, like pyrophobia or something like that?
I think you might be onto something. Candles, cigarettes, just thinking about them sends a chill down my spine.
Well, for the cigarettes, hopefully it's because of the cancer. Wow, the things I take for granted. Yeah, Apollo takes candles and cigarettes for granted. Kids, don't smoke.
Now I see, I was afraid of the fire. Strange, I didn't even realize it myself.
About that fire, Sarge, can you tell me what it was burning? Just stay calm and maybe something will come to you. It's the orb, right? It probably wasn't actual fire as the orb lit up.
Oh! I'm starting to remember. It was...
Hey! I was right. I mean, it's probably obvious, but I was right.
It was that relic. That relic Papa was studying.
Ooh, crackle, crackle, crackle.
It was on fire.
The orb was on fire?
It's still kind of fuzzy.
Okay, so the question is, was it just lit up and looked like it was on fire, or is the orb actually capable of, like, catching on fire? In which case, because how was it that Apollo's dad died? Picture biological father who died in Corraine. He died at a gig, they said. Wasn't that arson as well? Maybe the founder's orb killed Jove Justice, too?
It's still kind of fuzzy, but yes, the orb was burning right in front of Papa. And there, in the flames was Mama. But we don't have the budget to show you, so here's a blank white screen. Yes, now I remember. I saw Mama appear amid the dancing flames.
Oh, we're all zoomed in close now. Dramatic music. Let me read some more in the chat and have a sip of water, because Sarge's voice hurts my throat. See, Quicketa said, salute Logan with his mood matrix. Nora said, Athena! Quicketa said, a reminder, we have 2.5 mood matrices in this trial. So we've done 2, so we only have a half left? Quicketa said, good luck, sir. So we might be able to actually reach the end of the trial fairly soon. We're already somehow an hour into stream, but maybe we can. Let's see, Nora said, it was red. Oak said, I know it's crazy. Magpie says, the man in the pink suit with blind is heterosexual. Are we sure? Oh, with bling! Bling, there we go. Yeah, like that guy. And you guys have seen that one lawyer on TikTok, right? That looks just like Red White, yeah? I know Wendy has. Nora said, I'm not sure. Magpie says, he does remind me of a real lawyer on TikTok, though, Lon, see? See? Oak said, normally he would be gay, but his teeth were too sparkly. Wait, do gay people not have good teeth? Huh? Let's see. Nora says, for real. Magpie says, sparkly teeth is a heterosexual trait? Oak says, yes. This is news to me. I always thought that, like good, proper, immaculate hygiene is a stereotypical gay trait. Magpie says, us gays are the ones who brush our beaks / silly. Nora says, objection. Her objection is so keyboard slam. Eglin says, it's someone's birthday in the dorms. They have balloons on their door. I'm trapped. No, okay, some of you may not know this, but Eglin has a fear of balloons. Okay, we need to have a plan. I'm trying to remember, Eglin, is the fear of balloons having to do with them popping? Because I was gonna say maybe get like a blow dart, just like that, and pop all the balloons, but then if you're afraid of them popping, that would be the nightmare scenario. I'm sorry, Eglin. Can you just like hold up in a fort? Make a balloon-proof fort in your dorm room? Weedle says, hey, puppy kicker. Hey, Weedle, how you doing? Was it you who did the Tomcat earlier? Bubba says, hi, Weedle. Okay, the Weedle command. Oh, no, Crystal did the Tomcat. Crystal said, we want Nora commands. And there's a cute emote. Nora said, real. Also, hi, Crystal. Bubba said, kind of correct both ways. Crystal said, how'd you know, Logan? I figured it was one of the two of you. Oh crap, there's a bot. Hang on, I'll get to it in a second. Let's see, Eglin said, one of 2 midterms done. The other is a paper, but I should have more time to write it. I'm almost done with it anyway, so I'm not worried. Can I ask what the paper's about? Maybe we can help or give you bad advice that you should ignore. Quicketa said, Lark BRB doing something very important. Is it like important in real life, or is it like stream community important? Crystal says, hi to Nora, and there we go. There is a, okay, this list is likely ban evader restricted. This is a user named Smokeless Wheelbarrow saying best viewers on da-da-da. Okay, hang on. So I don't know if this showed up for all of you. I don't think it did. Might have just been a thing for me. So I'm gonna click ban. There we go. I don't know, I was saying like possible evader or whatever. Wait, is that person banned now? There we go. Okay. And all right, let's play some more in the chat now. I'm not playing the chat, excuse me. So everything I'm doing, this game is reading, the chat is reading. There's no actual playing. So the game and chat are basically the same thing. Let me have a sip of water, I'm gonna get back at this. Okay, so he saw his mama in the flames. Wait, what?
Info update.
So this is the half of a moon matrix now that we gotta do? Oh, look at her. Oh, she is tortured and tormented. That does not look pleasant. Oh, get down to 30%, so we just gotta clear out the last little bit, then we'll be done with the moon matrix. What's going on here? Maybe it's a memory from the fire that killed his mother. He might be confusing it with what really happened when his father died. So let me guess. More therapy. Yup, but this time, it seems there's an inconsistency in his saves. Oh, so we can actually present evidence. And I think we should be able to prove it with the evidence at hand. How do you know that from your computer? I hope this inconsistency is the key to proving that the relic really is the Founder's Orb. Boop, boop, beep, boop, 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 beep, boop. Okay, oh, and we got a hit point meter, so we gotta save before we do this, because we could die. We could die just as dead as Sarge's mama. Okay.
Dats was still hanging around after he got kicked out. I heard more fighting, and I got worried about Papa. So I left my room, but suddenly I got dizzy and passed out. I remember a flame lighting up the room and Papa grinning with delight. The relic was on fire, and I saw Mama's face inside. Info update. That's when Papa must have been killed. If only I hadn't passed out.
Okay, so why is the book all blurry? Is that the inconsistency? No, because we... Yeah. Okay, so let's... Oh, I'm so disappointed. This shows him wearing shorts. It shows him wearing pants. Despite the fact that in the photo, I still want a headcanon, he is entirely pantsless. That is the inconsistency. The inconsistency, you know what, I already saved. We're presenting this. He should not have any pants in his memory. Objection! Huh. There's an inconsistency in Sarge's testimony. It does not have nearly enough nudity. Is that so? Would you be so kind as to point it out to the court? Well, you know, if you're gonna put me on the spot like that, I admit my confidence is waning. I could say the same about my confidence in you, Mr. Justice. Ugh. I wish you wouldn't, Your Honor. Say, Apollo, why are you fixating on male nudity? Sarge is saying that his father was burning the orb when he was killed, but doesn't that seem funny? Oh, no, don't spoon feed it to me. No, hang on. I'm gonna stop that. She's gonna tell me more stuff that'll be spoon feeding. I was being a goofball by doing the wrong thing. Krista said, and ahoy, Weedle. Weedle said, why am I trapped in silt? Sliver? Sliver? What do you mean? Weedle, what, you're trapped in sliver? Oak says, I have a crush on my partner. That's the best kind of crush to have. Bubba says, I think I see it. Weedle says, Crystal, hoy! Bubba says, but see two things. Oak says, thank you, Logan. Nora says, Logan. Bubba says, very believable fear. Oh, because I did the fear from the boo. Oh, and this Rue commented the objection says, to replace the boo. Bubba said, how chilly is it, Logan? It is actually a very comfortable temperature right now, to be honest. I'm not gonna tell you how to spend your points, Bumbo, because I guess I could at some point take away that redeem, but I'm just saying I'm very, very comfortable right now, which is nice. Okay, so let's try this for real. Let's read all these again. Dats was hanging around after he got kicked out when heard more fighting and I got worried about Papa. Left my room, but suddenly got dizzy and passed out. Remember a flame lighting up the room and Papa grinning with delight. The relic was on fire and I saw Mama's face inside. Okay, so during the spoon feeding, so isn't there something strange about him with the relic on fire? That's when Papa must have been killed, if only I had passed out. So it's gonna be one of these two. Remember a flame lighting up the room, Papa grinning with delight. It's gonna be that or relic was on fire. So let's take a look at our evidence. Crane National Treasure, the doctor hid it in the ruins before his untimely death, and that's just a picture of it. We have the picture of Jove Justice with the research notes. When the dragon and tiger battle, the founder offers divine protection. When the butterfly embraces the meat, about the favor of the orb is bestowed. Offer thy prayers as fervent as fire. That's probably it. He's probably doing the third stanza. Only then shall the Holy Mother return, descending upon us in all her glory. Oh, her glory. He didn't see his mom. He saw the Holy Mother. That's who Sarge saw. The founder bestows the greatest power known. I think it's, I don't know if we present that evidence now or if we're getting ahead of ourselves. So let's check to see if there's anything else. A Titian saw Dats fleeing the scene of the night of the murder. One of the books is stained with coffee. Okay, so there's blood and coffee. And we also learned that it was like a psychology book, right? Diagram the doctor's study, note the bookcase, large window, and second floor area. Okay. The orb transfer agreement. I agree to hand over the Founder's Orb to the Defiant Dragons if I come to no harm. Dr. Archie Buff. Helicopter drone operated by the Doctor's kit equipped with a camera and microphone. We have the email. Was anything important in the email? I deciphered the patterns, but I've yet to crack the riddle. The opaque crystal orb is the key. So it also could be this, referring to the orb as opaque. Because that means you can't see anything inside of it. So this could also be the evidence that we present. Raincoat, don't think it's that. The glowing moss, don't think it's that. Doctor's poor eyesight meant he couldn't read anything without these. They were found on his desk. Robbery report, this is just saying that the crystal of Amife was gone. Dr. Buff was struck with the, here we go. Cerebral hemorrhaging after being struck on the back of the head with the corner of an unidentified object. That's probably the psychology book. So it's one of two things. Either it's the email referring to the orb as opaque, or, I mean, it totally is the research notes, this whole thing, but I'm probably getting ahead of myself here. Let's try this. Let's see if the game, let's have faith in the game for 1 nanosecond here and see if the game will trust me to skip ahead. So we're gonna see the relic was on fire and I saw Mama's face inside. We have already saved. Let's save again just to be sure. And let's try presenting that. If it isn't that, then it's gonna be the other one. It's gonna be the email, right? So let's try this. Present. Research notes. Come on, game, please be smart.
Objection!
No! Ha! It's an inconsistency. Okay, so it wasn't that. Okay, let's try the other one then. That referring to the opaque orb in the email. Remember, flame lighted up the room, Papa grinning with delight. The relic was on fire, so that's what it is. So let's try presenting the email right here. If it's not this, then I'm gonna be kind of screwed.
Objection!
No, crap! Well, I'm screwed. I'm gonna have to take another look. I am gonna have to take another look. Okay, load. Let's read some chat while I have some time to think about this. Magpie says, instructions unclear. Stopped Swiper from swiping instead. That's good. You know what, Swiper? For a kleptomaniac thief character, I guess that's what a kleptomaniac, but anyway, he's awfully easy to stop. I mean, he operates on the honor system. You say, don't do that. And he's like, oh man, I can't. And a clip from Oak. Let me load this up with the clip viewer so we can check this out together. So we can all watch this on the stream together. This clip from Oak, while I'm trying to think about what this could be, is titled, Logan Gets Scared. Oh, it's probably me acting scared of the boo. Let me just pop this up. There we go. 35 minutes, that's how far behind I am already. The TTS text, I see the word boo, but I didn't hear it. Did I miss it? Was I talking over the boo? I'm sorry if I talked over the boo. I will pretend to be scared. Ah, was that believable? Also, was it believable? That was chilling to watch that clip. So believable, I think. Weedle says, why is Sliver hard to climb than gosh dang Plat? I don't know these words that you're saying, Weedle. Oak says, Uendo, that was his, yes, Uendo, that was his name. Crystal says, altar. Well, no, I was trying to think, like, what's the name of, because, like, the altars you said are the various other, and, like, so what do you have a name for, like, the host body that contains them? Oak says, Sarge so based. Nora said, I think Sarge is a teenage girl. Magpie says, Sarge is just a gifted kid, burnout /J. Crystal laughing. Nora says, lawyers are missile proof. Oh, really? Missile! Crystal dies. Quickie with a evil happy face. Nora says, I heard that. Quickie says, unlurk. Oak says, I don't know if anyone lives on the east coast of America, but here there's Aurora Borealis here. There was, earlier this year, some Aurora Borealis that was coming down supposedly far enough south that I would have been able to see from where I am. I went out, though, and like I couldn't see it. I don't know if it was just the city lights were drowning it out. I tried kind of driving a little bit, but no, I couldn't see it. It made me so sad. I've never actually seen the Aurora Borealis. Queen Katie says, mwah. Nora says, ooh. Magpie says, nice. Oak says, wee. Queen Katie based. Oh, that must be when the gifting took place. Okay, let's review this again. So, maybe I was supposed to do it here. Remember, flame lighting up the room, Papa grinning with delight. Let's look at the evidence one more time. Crane's national treasure. Doctor hid it in the ruins. Oh! if this is the night he died, that should have been in the ruins. That should have been hidden, right? The relic was on fire. The relic was on fire. So that's the problem. Okay, let's try to present that.
Objection!
What? Okay, I guess he hit it afterward. Darn it! I keep thinking I have it and I don't. Okay. We can get this. So, let's once again review the evidence. Doctor hid it in the ruins before his untimely death. Picture of my biological father, Jove Justice, who died in Karain. Research notes in the Song of Ceremony, and the box contained the Founder's Orb. Obviously, this is what this is. This is the fire, and that's the Holy Mother. But apparently, we tried presenting that. I could try it on a different statement, maybe the previous one, but I feel like the relic being on fire and Mama's face shows that. But okay, study photo. A Titian saw Dats fleeing the murder scene the night of the murder. One of the books is stained with coffee. Diagram of the doctor's study. Note the bookcase, large window, and second floor area. I agree to hand over the Founder's Orb to the Defiant Dragons if I will come to no harm. Helicopter drone operated by the doctor's kid, equipped with a microphone, whatever. Oh, darn it, there we go. And data obtained from the doctor's computer includes a report on his research into the Founder's Orb. Dr. Ward's last night bears a distinctive yellow and green two-tone design stuck in to the insole of the doctor's boot. It probably got there when he went to hide the Founder's Orb. Here, I could ask for like a hint, but it would take me forever to get to the hint in chat. And I guess I can scroll down the bottom. Can I maybe get a hint? Because am I on the right track at least? Thinking it was one of these two things. Thinking it was either the email calling it an opaque crystal orb, or the research notes having the song obviously line up with what was happening. I'll scroll down to the bottom in just a second. Let me try presenting one of these things on the previous one. Remember the flame lighting up the room, Papa grinning with delight. Except this is where it defines it as being the orb. Maybe it's this. That's when Papa must have been killed. Oh, okay, here. This is what it is. Because the orb, he couldn't have been killed then because he did hide the orb. So I think I was right. Hang on. Let's try it now.
Objection!
Okay. Oh, I was just so close, but I was a little off on what to present to. Okay, so never mind. I don't need a hint. I'm sorry. Potato retracted. Don't blame yourself, Sarge. After all, even if you hadn't passed out, the outcome would have been the same.
What do you mean?
I'm talking about the time of death. No, your father wasn't killed right after you left your room.
What? Explain yourself at once, Private Justice!
You said you saw your father burning the orb, right? But that night we went out to, but that night he went out to hide it in the cave. So what you saw, Sarge, was something that happened before your father left to hide the orb. Okay, that's done. That is done. That is complete. Let me have a celebratory sip of water. I'll read some more in the chat. Let's see. Yeah, Magpie say nice. Oak says wee. Queen Kitty based. Chris said murders on the Yangtze River. Play it. Queen Katie says ooh. Oak says thank you, Queen Katie. Nora says thank you, Queen Katie. Crystal says thank you, Queen Katie. Bumble says thank you, Queen Katie. Nora says how do I gift Logan games? I believe that it's this two-step thing. First, you have to add somebody on Steam, and then you gift it to the person.
I have to go, Frown. I hope you have a wonderful rest of stream. I hope that I can come back before stream ends, but boo.
Ah! See, I made sure to wait that time, so I didn't actually talk over a boo. Thank you so much for the 10 bits, Oak. I'm sorry that you have to leave, but it's been great having you. I really appreciate that you've been hanging out in the streams, even for games that you don't play, like Ace Attorney. I hope you've been enjoying the gameplay and the mysteries and everything like that. But thank you so much for being here. Have a great rest of your night, whatever you're up to, and we'll cross our fingers that hopefully you'll be able to come back for a little bit more before the end of the night. And thank you again for the 10 bits. Great rest of your night. Bye, O's. Bye. Okay, let me read just a couple more comments and we'll get back in the game here. Queen Katie said, I told myself that as soon as it gets on sale, I'm buying it for you. Well, thank you so much, Queen Katie. I am hoping. Tomorrow is another Friday. I've mentioned before, whenever I get a paycheck for an acting gig, it's always on a Friday because that's when my agent does payroll. And it could be tomorrow, could be next week, could be the week after that. Sometime within the next 3 weeks, I should be getting a paycheck. I hope it comes tomorrow because I need to have money. If I can have it tomorrow, I will have money. And I can stop scrimping on everything. I mean, I won't be able to splurge because I won't have a ton, but at least I will have money in my account. But thank you again so much, Queen Katie. I really, really appreciate that. Nora says, how to give Robo-Man games. Well, like I said, I think I posted somewhere on the Discord what my Steam friend adding code is. And so people just add me on Steam, and then you can like, when you buy a game, you can list it to gift it to someone and select someone, or you can like view the person's wish list and stuff like that. Oak says, what even is the Baldur's Gate 3 redeem? Okay, here's the thing. I'm not sure if that one works anymore as well, because the same bot that was doing the VIP TTS, which seems broken, was also doing the Baldur's Gate redeem. So in fact, let me test it out, because I think I can do that, because it takes just regular points, right? I will show you what it is. It basically, if you've ever played Baldur's Gate, it has a little approve thing up here. So let me try and click it and see what happens. Reward is temporarily unavailable. Check back for it soon. Okay, so it is dead as well. I am sorry about that. Yeah, I don't know why that bot isn't working anymore. I'm sorry, and I don't know how to fix it either. I'll try to one of these days. Oak says to Nora, on his Steam account, I think you can search for the link in general somewhere. He mentioned in a P3 VOD that he made a Steam account public, so I followed it a while ago. Oh wait, you can follow it without like adding someone as a friend? I have followers on Steam? That's a thing? Hang on. I gotta look at my profile. Do I have followers in addition to friends? I got badges, games, friends. It doesn't list followers. Huh. Anyway, I should probably play the game. I'm very easily distracted. But I hope you've been enjoying the P3 VODs. Again, I will mention this because P3 got brought up, and we got a bunch of people here. I want to get you guys' opinion on this. I talked about this a little bit on Tuesday, but because the episode I guess streams, very few people are tuning in for them. And I've told you before, I do this to hang out with all of y'all and with everybody. And so if people aren't coming to them, I feel like, well, what's the point of doing it? So I think there's two solutions. Either A, I think the main problem is there's so much grinding. It's like, 90% just combat grinding and then like a tiny little bit of story. So either I can play most of the DLC on my own, and then every time I get to a cutscene, I can have Streamlabs open, hit record, and I can basically record my reaction and then do a stream where I just show my reaction to a bunch of things and then maybe do like a couple of cutscenes or something like that. Or the other option is I can make sure to stop right before storyline stuff is happening, do story stuff for like 45 minutes or an hour or whatever, and then as soon as the story is up, switch to just chatting and just like hang out with you guys and just say, yeah, we're not going to do the grinding, I'll do that off stream. I'll probably do a poll, but I would love to hear you guys' thoughts on that, which you would prefer, just like recording and showing highlights, or just doing like little bits and then switching over to just chatting, because I mean, this is a thing. Anyway, let's play some more. Well, something happened before your father left to hide the orb. So you see, you didn't pass out right before he was killed. Huh? You passed out right before he left for the cave to hide the orb in the ruins within. So even if I hadn't passed out, yeah, your dad still would have died. You were powerless to do anything. Which I guess is comforting, but also gotta be frustrating in its own way. That's right, the outcome would have been exactly the same. That's because your father, Dr. Buff, was killed after he returned from the ruins. And therefore, Sarge, there's no need for you to blame yourself. Okay, that is a bit of an assumption, saying he was killed after he returned from the ruins. We don't know that for sure either. It's possible he was killed while he was still gone, and then his body was like dragged back or something. I feel like that's less likely because that'd be an extra pain to like transport the body, and why would somebody bring the body back to the house instead of just leaving it in the ruins or something? Because then you could just chalk it up to, oh, it was an accident, he fell. But I'm just saying it's possible.
Oh, I see.
Sarge, you okay?
Private Justice, I'm cured. I can leave the house. I'm fine. I'm happy. Can you really say I bear no blame in this?
Why do you ask? Don't ask that. Just tell him yes, he bears no blame.
Because the truth is,
oh, sad music.
if I hadn't engaged in my siege defense, Papa would still be alive.
What? Sarge.
Papa wished nothing more than for me to lead a happy, healthy life. That's why he quit his job and moved us out away from the big city. Oh, we're doing a zoom. But look at this. The depth of field is changing. You're getting closer to me. But the background is coming closer at a faster speed. But even then, I didn't have the courage to set foot into the outside world. And in the end, I failed to make Papa's wish come true.
I mean, I do feel like the emotion of it is slightly undercut by the fact that this is coming out of a tiny floating helicopter toy. But it's still sad. Well, who's saying Sarge? It's with question marks, so that makes me think it's not somebody here. It could be Emma Sky, it could be politician, maybe showing some humanity. I mean, it could be Phoenix, but why wouldn't it just say Phoenix? Oh, it's Athena. Oh, why didn't you say Athena? Sarge, if you want to make your father's wish come true, if that's what you really want, well, then too bad, because he's dead. Then who's to say it's too late? Why don't you take the first step now? Oh, was the wish for him to be able to leave? Oh yeah, come into the courtroom. Let's finally have a Sarge reveal.
My first step.
That's right. You can cast off all your regret. We're gonna see Sarge! We're gonna see Sarge! You can stop standing still and start moving forward. You have the power within you. I know from experience. I know what it's like to feel like you do. But only you can decide to take that first step. You don't change your tactics now, Sarge. The victory you seek in the war you're waging will always lie beyond your grasp. You guys ready for a Sarge reveal? Again, I'm guessing either a 4-year-old girl or a middle-aged man-child.
I think I understand now. I've made up my mind.
Huh?
As of this moment, I will suspend my siege defense indefinitely.
Let's see Sarge! Let's see Sarge! We're gonna have an animated cutscene. Oh, a wheelchair. Oh, with like knee braces? Oh, is it from the fall? Oh, it's too tiny to see over the stand. Oh, he's such a sickly little... I was right! It's a little girl! It's a tiny little girl! I was right! I was right! And thank you, Toilet Doc. I will save. I'm just very proud of myself right now. Yay! You know what? And she's gonna still have the same voice, though. I hope that's okay. I mean, she's not like a 4-year-old. She looks like she's, I don't know, she's 8 or something. Is the court record gonna be updated? Can we see Sarge in the court record? Doctor's reclusive child. No, okay, age still question mark. We still don't see. Huh?
Sergeant Buff reporting for duty.
She's so little. She's so tiny. What? I thought you were a guy. Why? Like, why? You're definitely not the gruff drill sergeant I envisioned.
Well, my mama was in the Russian army.
I was just as shocked, but it certainly explained a few things when I found out too. I found out earlier, by the way. Did I not mention it to you? All this time, we've been referring to Sarge as a boy. I could have corrected you, but I'm a terrible person. May I introduce to you Miss... Oh, no! Army Buff? Because she's literally an army buff. The names aren't even puns in this game! May I introduce to you Miss Army Buff? I didn't even think about her having like a real name besides Sarge. Army Buff. Age 12. No! No way!
Careful, soldier. Don't forget I could blow you away in a moment's notice.
Like her little angry eyebrows and tiny little frowny face. Let me read some more in the chat. Let's see. Crap, where did I leave off? Okasane Nora on his Steam account. I think you can search for the link in general somewhere. He mentioned, I already read that. Let's see. Oak says, I was too scared to friend request, so I just followed. I didn't even know that was the thing you could do. Chris said, Hugh O'Connor. Nora says, Hugh O'Connor. Magpie says, there is fanfic of Dats adopting Sarge. Aw. And I also use that headcanon because it's cute as heck. I approve of that headcanon. Oak said, who even is Hugh O'Connor? Oh, that's right, because you weren't here for Dual Destinies. I would explain it, but you're already gone, Oak. Remind me to explain it to Oak next time. Unless somebody already did in chat. Oak said we should get a clip compilation of Logan Hugh O'Connor clips. There is one on my TikTok. It's most of the ones from Dual Destinies. I think I didn't include the ones in the DLC case, but I think it's most of the other ones. Or I might have also left some out of the final case. It was all the ones from Turnabout Academy and like the initial Saul Starbuck thing. Nora said Gunner. Crystal says some silly guy, a classmate of Athena. Wait, no, not a classmate of Athena. It was a classmate of Juniper, who is Athena's friend, right? Nora said, my mom said I can't gift Logan a game. You know what, Nora? I think your mom is teaching you very important lessons on responsibility. So I appreciate your desire to be generous, but I'm going to defer to your mom. Listen to your mom. So yeah, but thank you very much for the thought, Nora. Oak's frowning. Crystal says, and he's a goner. You're a goner. You a goner. You a goner. You a goner. Oak says, I need to learn vocal exercises. I want to learn screamo vocals, but I can't find any good tutorials online. I think that would tear apart my throat. Kukita said, I would have bought that clock if it was actually good for my deaf sleeping self. I don't know if I would ever really use it. I mean, I guess it might be fun. To like wake up to, you know what they should do for Animal Crossing? It should be like a sound of, oh crap, why am I spacing her name? She's the dog, the golden retriever dog, the Bell, something Bell, who does all the announcements. She's in Smash. Why am I spacing her name? Because you got Tom Nook. But like the sound of her doing the morning announcements. I can't believe I'm spacing out her name. Let's see, Oak says I can only find metal vocal tutorials, nothing for Screamo. I'd imagine they might be similar in concept. Nora said, I want that alarm clock. But yes, it's something Bell. Something Bell. I'm sorry, I can't remember her name. Oh no, Isabel, because she is a bell. Her head, like the silhouette of her head is shaped like the bag of bells. Okay, Isabel, like the sound of her doing the morning announcement. I know it's not like the exact same thing every single time because the little gibberish noises they make are phonetic based on like the words and things. But I think that could be like a fun little way to wake up. Okay, let's play a little bit more.
Careful, soldier. Don't forget I could blow you away at a moment's notice.
Oh, look at Athena. She's just too cute. I think it's adorable when children threaten to murder me. So, have you always been a girl? I mean, in a wheelchair? Sarge, have you always been a girl in a wheelchair? Sarge?
Negative, only since I was injured in the fire.
So, I'm guessing that means that when her mom jumped out the window holding her, that her mom died, but that Army still got like some serious injuries. Oh, and I gotta check to see if now the court record's been updated. She's still got her helmet and everything. Army buff, the doctor's child, a self-styled sergeant. Her mother was ex-Russian military. Okay, so it's mentioning that twice. Is that gonna be important? Is there gonna be some weird thing with like Russia and the Kingdom of Karain? Your voice sounds awfully different from before. It does? I'm doing the same voice, Judge. Okay, I'm gonna do a poll. I need to know. Keep or change Army's voice. Keep as is. Change to something else. And I'll allow additional votes, because why not? We love cheating here. I'll just do a quick little 2-minute poll. Let me know what y'all think. Let's see. Eglin says, the Nintendo alarm clock, all I can think of is waking up to Splatoon gunshots being the funniest thing ever. Did I see that Splatoon is doing like a Halloween event? I thought that like the last big huge Splatfest was gonna be like the last final Splatoon 3 event. Nora said, hey, Widget, why do you take Widget? Oak said, what is that? Nora said, no, don't hurt Widget. Give him back to Athena. I'll give back Widget. Bo says, he's got a weapon. Quickity said, that reminds me, Logan. If you ever want to see the official joke cases someday, I found the actual playlist on YouTube. Sure, it's 3DS quality, but it's the whole thing about the same length as your usual stream time. So that's fun. Okay, here's the question. Is it just like the gameplay? So theoretically, I'd be able to like pause it and like read the lines and everything? Or is it like somebody playing it and like commenting on it? Because that can be fun. Quickity said claviers in one joke case. I remember you guys mentioning that. Crystal says, how do you arrest the drone? You put handcuffs on its... Where would you put handcuffs on a helicopter? On the blades? Or on the little things at the bottom? Or on the little wings off to the side? That's a good question. Oak says, laughing. Nora says, give Widget back right dead. Quickity said, salute to everyone in that courtroom. Nora says, Quickity said, and that was Spirit of Justice. Crystal says, dang, this feels like the Ted Tornado is here, full of explosion. And Oak said, this is the good ending. All right, your voice sounds awfully different from before. Oh. What? Oh, okay, this is like very detailed animation stuff. Aww. Okay, I gotta check it on the poll because I don't know how to read this voice, but she's having so much fun with her little helicopter. Looks like currently 96% of the vote is for keep as is, with 4% saying change to something else. You know that if I change it to something else, it's just gonna be the little orphan child or something like that, because she is an orphan. My drone features a voice modulation device. Nora contributed 420 channel points, so it sounds like it's mostly Nora that wants it to stay as is. But based on the number of points I gave, even if you take away all those extra votes, keep it would still have won. So I guess we'll keep it as is.
My drone features a voice modulation device. It's just one of my army's many technological marvels.
Oh, kids these days modulating their voices. Well, you fooled me. I thought some 20-something military fanatic was at the controls.
If it's all the same to you troops, I'd like to continue my testimony.
Oh, she looks so sad. And even the little propellers are wilting. Yes, go for... Oh, she's got a little star on the collar of her pajamas, I guess? That's like her military rank.
I've just remembered something, and it's as crisp and clear as a trumpeted roll call.
Well, you know the rule. If anybody ever says, I just remembered something, that person's the murderer. Army's the killer. We need to execute her. What did you remember?
It wasn't my mother who appeared in the burning orb.
Yeah, it's the sacred mother, right?
It was some lady Papa showed me a picture of a long time ago.
This, okay. This is why the sacred orb is so important. I mentioned before, so the whole thing is that the rules for channeling in the game it's Death Note rules. You got to know the name and the face of the person, and it's forbidden in Karain to show the face of the Holy Mother. So I'm guessing that the only way to find out the information is, first of all, Maya had access to her real name, and the orb is how you get access to her face. That you like light it on fire or put it in a fire or something like that, and it like casts an image of her face. And so that's how the Defiant Dragons are going to be able to use that. They'll then be able to have someone channel the spirit of the Holy Mother. I still am holding to my theory that the Holy Mother and Lady Kira are actually the same person, but maybe they are just sisters or something like that. But that'll allow them to have somebody, I presume Maya later in the game, channel the Holy Mother, and we'll have some like revelation about how the current ruling family is awful. It will happen. I heard what happened. I will check the chat, but I feel really good about this. It's going to work. It's going to be great. It's going to be perfect. Yes. Okay, but I heard what happened. I'm going to read some more in the chat. Nora says, Widget. Oak says, everyone dies. Quickity said, 1.5 Moon Matrixes left. So wait, I'm done with Moon Matrix. So this is going to be just a regular testimony, right? Crystal says, Sarge breaks down Phoenix. So is he mentally okay? And Phoenix is implying he knows, like he knew about this girl before, and he of all people should have known that she was not mentally okay. And Quickity said, dang, I just checked. I count 20 plus messages I sent to Vera about Yangtze Lal. They're in for a surprise soon, especially the wink gift. I'm excited. I hope Vera will be happy about that. I see a clip. We'll check out the clip in a minute, but I do want to get back to the game until we get some background music here.
It was some lady Papa had shown me a picture of a long time ago. He said it was
See, no face on her.
the Holy Mother, the founder of Karanism.
So again, this is gonna be how, oh, there's the music. This will be how they'll be able to see the face of the Holy Mother. Okay, now we can load up this clip. This clip from Nora. Let me pop it over the clip viewer so we can all watch it together. And this will allow me to see how far behind I am in the chat. This clip from Nora, an hour ago, I've gotten even farther behind, is titled Girl Bye. Okay. Doesn't know it's magic.
Bailiff, arrest that drone this instant.
Oh, it's gonna be everybody dying.
Rawr. Stop resisting. Ah! Ah!
He just killed the bailiff.
If you don't come quietly, I'll fire.
I wish we could see this. Ah! Why is this animated? Give Widget back. Right. Eek! Oh no, Athena's dead. He's killed the bailiff and Athena. I hear explosions. This clip can also be your personal.
The end of our story. We all died. There were no survivors.
This could be your personal light mode simulator
Those magic.
clip too. Thank you very much for the clip. I appreciate that. And Nora said, it was not fun. Quicken said, oh no, is Papa an arsonist? Oak said, I've been rewatching JoJo Part 4. It's so good. I need to watch it. Bumbo says, Ozai. Wait. Was Ozai, wasn't that the name of the Fire Lord? Oak said, still best JoJo arc. At least in the anime so far, I haven't read Part 7. Oak says, 55:46. Okay, so I'm not a full hour behind. I am just about 45 minutes behind. Quicken said, 1/2 Moon Matrix Lab. Nora said, we were in the woods. Oak said, it's really hard to decide what to fundraise. Stable internet for a friend or Logan and Chidori outfit. I would say stable internet for a friend. Nora says, Chidori. Okay, let's keep going here. So it's the Holy Mother, like I said.
She appeared right there, right in the burning orb.
Huh? What did you just say? Oh, Phoenix doesn't know about this either? Wait, we're still doing the Mood Matrix. No! I thought we were done. Or maybe it's just showing the image and we're done with it, and then it's gonna next show the Discord is all the way back down to 0. Come on, please. Oh, there we go, thank goodness. No more Mood Matrix tonight. Bye-bye. The Holy Mother of Karanism was in the burning orb. What does that even mean? I have a bad feeling about this, because you're on the bad guy's side, Phoenix. This is going to be your second case ever you lost. Wait, no, hang on. Did he lose the one where he fabricated evidence as well? Third case ever you lost. Could it be? Could this explain what Saj means by the Holy Mother appearing in the burning orb? Okay, hang on. Save. I don't see a hit point meter, but we're gonna save just in case anyway. And this will be the research notes that show the song, right? Let's do that. Research notes. Because yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the song stuff. Yes. Let's do it. Present.
Take that!
Dr. Buff's research notes? What do they have to do with this? Look at this! The burning orb, the appearance of the founder. This part points to both. And my finger's already there. Offer thy prayers, fervent as fire, only let your holy mother return. Let's click on the word. Let's click right between fervent and holy mother. Hopefully that'll be close enough. Present! There's a legend about the orb involved in a mysterious riddle. And this song in turn is said to contain the key to solving it. If the legend is true, then I believe the answer lies in this part of the song. Offer thy prayers as fervent as fire. Only then shall the Holy Mother return. Well, anyone see where I'm going with this? Anyone? Prayers as fervent as fire. Ah! You're supposed to set the orb on fire? Uh-huh. The whole stanza seems to suggest that the founder will appear if the orb is set on fire. Oh, great. This is perfect. So if we want to know if the orb in question is the founder's orb or the crystal of Ami Faye, we just gotta light it on fire. And if it burns and is destroyed, then it was the crystal of Ami Faye, and we were also responsible not just for theft, but for vandalism. Wait, so the doctor, he... Huh! Yes, Athena! He had solved the ancient riddle of the founder's orb! Oh, mysterious music playing. So then... Hang on, it's stuttering. Let me save. I might need to close out and reopen the game if it's stuttering like this. So then, I'm guessing whoever killed him was probably the benefactor from the Kingdom of Khura'in. It might have even been that the defense minister guy himself. Maybe he came over here, killed him in order to keep it a secret. Like he unlocked the secret of the Founder's Orb. But why would he want that? Maybe he wants his wife to channel the spirit of the Holy Mother to like consolidate their power? Quicky said, don't forget some streamers I know have an on-screen timer for ads. I might need to do that or something like that. I also kind of wanted, I've been thinking of adding a little thing at the top of the screen whenever I go off on long tangents or something like that. I have a thing like, currently talking to chat, be back to game soon, I promise. Oak said, does Logan like killing little guys? No, I don't like killing little guys. He just implied it heavily. No, we do it a lot, but we don't like it. Cookster said Logan's notoriously derogatory against orphans. Oh, we talking about orphans? Yeah, orphans. It's fun. Oak says, that's true. Cookster says, 'tis a fault. Tragic. Nora said, I love how Athena just has a whole therapy session in the middle of a murder trial. Oak said, I've seen at least 6 full days worth of VODs from Logan. I think at least half the time he's making fun of orphans. That's about right. Said, there's only cigarettes if you're in the middle of Odagiri's social link. Okay, if it stutters again, I'm gonna close out and reload the save here. Cookster says, wait, how is he afraid of fire and also fires out missiles? Aww! Quigator says, ad code, hopefully it's because of the cancer. Thank you, Toilet Dog. I did just save, but I will save again because I am a good trained Pavlovian dog. And Quigator says, fire! Oak says, Logan is a genius of unbelievable portions. Really, not tonight. Not tonight. Quigator says, as well done entails a berseria. Arson! Okay. He had solved the ancient riddle of the Founder's Orb! Oh my! Are we allowed to know about this? Should we, like, be reporting this to the news? Papa was a great archaeologist. One might even call him an archaeological buff. So I believe in him, and I want to believe. I want to believe he achieved his long-time dream of solving that riddle before he died. Oh, she looks so, like, earnest. Well, we won't know for sure until we try it for ourselves. Oh, I've been waiting for the day we get to set fire to something in the courtroom. Yes, do it, Private Justice, please. Well, Judge, the little girl, you know, Judge, she could be dying. She looks like she's dying. Consider this like a make-a-wish thing. Her make-a-wish is to set our evidence on fire. How about it, Judge? I want to see what Papa was searching for with my own eyes. Objection! The plaintiff must object to this. Why is Phoenix like this? Every other case, he's like, I just gotta find the truth. Now he's like, I must stop the truth at all costs.
Objection!
Objection! The plaintiff will stand down and be quiet.
Objection!
Objection! You don't have the right to set a precious relic like that on fire.
Objection!
Objection! Oh, but I do. All I needed was Sarge's permission. And the judge is back there like, this is not how objections work. Since we still don't know if this treasure is the Founder's Orb or the Crystal of Ami Faye, any ownership rights the doctor had now belong to his daughter. Therefore, you have absolutely no right to stop us. Gnurk! Fire! Fire! Very well, Mr. Justice. I never thought I'd be saying this, but you may burn the evidence. All right, here we go. This better be animated. I'm excited to see this. I hope it's animated. Let me read 1 or 2 more comments in the chat. Nora said, I've always had a fear of fire because I lived in the area where the George Floyd riots were happening, but I'm not as scared of fire now. Still don't want to get burned, though. I could see, like, being either in or near proximity to a big riot like that could do that. Said, also, don't live there anymore, so that helps. Okay, good. Quickly said, or, as in Yangtze River, the friends we made along the way was burned along the way. Kuster says, a fireplace is just a domestic fire. True. Crystal says, and animals, criminal animals. There, Quicky says 102.38. I'm catching up, only 45 minutes behind. Oak says, wait, which lawyer? There's a lot of them. No gay people have good teeth. Straight people just have teeth that have visible sparkles. Okay, wait. Do my teeth sparkle? I don't know if I'm good. I know this tooth isn't good. It's crooked. Anyway, let's go. All right, here we go. Please be animated. Please be animated. Oh, it's fading down, so it probably is. Oh, it's not really animated. It's like cutscene animated. This is cheap animation. Oh, but you see, Athena, she's like, ooh, she's excited. This lighter was used to help kill Clay Terran, my best friend. Look, Apollo, the inside of the orbit's melting! Oh, hang on. It's all stuttering. It's all stuttering. Hang on. I gotta close this out. The game was like stuttering like crazy during a cutscene, which is not appropriate. I apologize, but we gotta try and relaunch it here. I am sorry for that. It'll be back up in just a moment. If anyone's lurking, the game was just giving me some issues. We're just letting it breathe for a second, and it'll be back in just a second. I'm already seeing like the game popping back up on the screen. You just gotta give me a moment. There we go. Sorry about that brief little hiccup. Quickie says, after the half matrix, there's a cross-examination, yapping proof, then this trial will be done for the day. Let's have that as the goal. We got like a little over an hour. I think we can totally get through the end of this trial. Oak said, not necessarily because they're super clean or something. It's the sparkles specifically. Nora said, literal sparkles. Okay, here we go. Load it back up. Cookster says, straight people are trapped in toothpaste commercials. I would love to do a toothpaste commercial. I don't think my teeth are nice enough for that. Okay, hot take. I actually am not a huge fan of perfect teeth. Like anytime I see someone who like just gets braces off and the teeth are like immaculately straight, it feels weird to me. I mean, good for those people. You know, it's probably healthier that way. But I don't know, it's like uncanny valley stuff. It doesn't feel real to me for some reason. And again, I don't mean to disparage. If anyone here has perfect teeth, that's great, that's wonderful. I'm just saying, like, I personally, it's something about it is odd to me. Nora said, give us Nora commands. Oak says, exactly. And Eglin said, it's with popping. My current plan is just put headphones in and play metal music as loud as possible to drown out all the other noise. Okay, Eglin, here's a life hack for you guys. Do you know how that you can quickly deflate a balloon without popping it? So all you gotta do, I used to do this, you could do like a little magic trick with this. When I was younger, my older brother had like a magic kit, and this is one of the things you could do. You take a balloon and take some Scotch tape and make like an X. And then where the X crosses where you have like 2 thick layers of Scotch tape, you can take a little pin and you can shove it right through and you can pop it, but it's not gonna explode. The tape is gonna hold the balloon together as long as it's strong enough tape. And then you can like let it out and it'll just slowly deflate. The trick he would do is that he had like this big long needle, and you do it on a balloon, you do it on 2 sides and be like up far away from an audience so you can't see it, and you stick the pin all the way through the balloon and it like wouldn't pop and be like, oh my goodness, it's magic. But yeah, so if you ever want to deflate balloons without popping, just put like an X of Scotch tape, make sure it's like a good strong Scotch tape, and then you can take like a little thumbtack or whatever right in the X and pop it right through there, and it'll make a hole, but it won't pop the balloon. There you go. Okay, so let's go ahead and we got to see this now. So oh, do they still have to have their back and forth about whether or not you're allowed to do this? We already saw this, so I'm just gonna hammer the space button until we get to the cutscene again. Nora says, Cookster, exactly. Cookster says, can someone help me out? Or is this a toothpaste commercial? I have toothpaste in the other room. I can advertise it if you want. Oak said to Eggland, you should listen to Idling Somewhere by Jane Remover. Oak says, amazing song. Nora said, did not show up. Do me? Crystal says, it. Oak says, my favorite metal adjacent song. Crystal said, bots didn't show up. Okay, so the bot I banned before, because it was suspected of ban evasion, it didn't show up for you guys. It was just a note from me. Quickita said, the important thing was the wink wink, you know. Eglin said, we'll look it up, thanks. Nora said, possible evader. Quickita said, might have been auto-modded for Logan to boop. Bubba said, probably because it said the same thing as a banned account or a similar name to a banned account. Crystal said, quote, the game is reading, the chat is reading, the moral of the story, don't be illiterate. There you go. If anything, that's what the stream does. I don't entertain y'all. Why would anyone willingly watch this unless it was a reading lesson? So you can learn important words, like right there is Gnurk. That was what Phoenix said. Okay, here we go. Time for the cutscene. And I'm gonna save again in case the cutscene crashes, so we don't have to go through all that. We already saw it, but I want to see it like without the music stuttering. The music stuttering was really like distracting to me. I apologize. Let's do this. Apollo's neck seems so short here. It's weird. Look! Okay, we already had the dialogue, so I'm guessing there's like a layer of glass in there. Maybe it's filled with wax, and at room temperature it's solid. And so when you melt it, you turn upside down, drips back down, and solidifies it. Oh no, it's not even just a layer. It's like the whole thing is full of it. Ah! and she's the Holy Mother, and she has a face. So that combined with the name is going to allow somebody, Maya, I think it'll be Maya, to channel the Holy Mother later. Her garb leaves no room for doubt. It's the founder herself, face and all. So the question is just how accurate is the sculpture, though? Is the sculpt accurate enough for someone to do a channeling? I don't understand. Why am I on the witness stand all of a sudden? I should be in the gallery or something. The greatest of taboos in Koreanism is the depiction of the founder's face. Yet here it is, hidden within this orb. Founder's orb updated in the court record. Heating the founder's orb revealed the statue within. Huh! Sorry, Mr. Right, but as you can see, the issue is crystal clear. This figure is the Holy Mother, founder of Koreanism. And based on that, this must be none other than the founder's orb. Good for you, Apollo. What are you objecting to, Phoenix? But be that as it may, Mr. Rebel still may have killed the doctor. That's not what this case is about, Phoenix. Indict him later or something. If so, it would render the orb transfer agreement null and void. Don't play dumb, Mr. Right. The truth of the matter has already been proven. Yet regardless of whether the orb transfer agreement is null and void or not, it's not the crystal of Ami Faye. So that, notwithstanding that orb transfer agreement, politician has no claim to the orb whatsoever. Dr. Buff wasn't killed right after Sarge saw Mr. Rebel. It happened after the doctor came back from hiding the orb, and you have no proof that Mr. Rebel was still around at that time. I'm bad at this. You claim that the Defiant Dragons were behind the crime. Your claim that the Defiant Dragons were behind the crime doesn't hold water. And that means huh?
Maya cannot channel the Holy Mother. She doesn't have her name, she has Lady Kira's name.
Oh!
This reminder courtesy of Magpie and Queen Kitty.
Thank you for the 10 bits. Okay, so that's what it was. It was Lady Kira's name that she got in her notes or whatever. Okay, but like I said before, I still have my theory that the Holy Mother and Lady Kira are the same person. So okay, I'm gonna take another stab in the dark here, another guess. So I'm gonna guess it's either, and thank you again for the 10 bits, Magpie, and for the clarification. So here's my guess. It's gonna be one of two things. Either the Holy Mother and Lady Kira are secretly the same person, and combining the name with the face will allow someone, presumably Maya, in order to channel her. Or the other possibility, they are actually two separate people, sisters or whatever, and at the end, we're going to have one channeled by Maya and one channeled by Rafa. Rafa will finally do like a successful channeling, and we're gonna have like the two of them kind of go at it. But we would just need to get the Holy Mother's name somehow. Like that'll maybe be found. But I'm still gonna hold to my initial theory that they are the same person, and so combining the name of one with the face of the other it's the same person. So again, thank you so much for the 10 bits, Magpie, and sorry that I was mistaken, but it was the Lady Kira's name was the one that Maya got for her Lady Kira thing that she did. Thank you. And that means the orb transfer agreement is still perfectly valid. Oh, hang on, I gotta click back in the game. There we go. Arg! You know, it's not so bad that Phoenix is bad at his job. What's bad is that he's so visibly bad at his job. Huh! Admit it, Mr. Right! I just burned your whole case to the ground! Can I do that weird visualization thing in my head? Can everybody just stay put for a while? No! Do we just are we getting a Phoenix Wright breakdown? I mean, such as it is. And politicians back on the stand for some reason? I won? I actually won? But I'm terrible at my job too! You're both terrible. One of you is just worse than the other. Mr. Wright, would you care to respond? Respond? I didn't think so. Wait, did we just win? Did we actually beat the Turnabout terror? You're amazing, Apollo!
Don't just stand there, right? Do something.
Are we gonna finally find out why Phoenix Wright took this guy's case? Well, I don't think there's any digging out of this hole. Mr. Retition Wimperson, I think it's time for your concession speech. I have proven beyond a shadow of a doubt that this is the Founder's Orb. Huh. The facts don't lie, but you obviously do. How's that for a campaign slogan? Why, you contemptuous peasant? I mean, I feel like the whole lying in this case almost isn't as bad as calling someone a contemptuous peasant. I think that is enough to sink a political campaign. Hey, music stop. My turn. I think this is a good time to wrap up this trial. If both parties have no further objections, I will render my verdict. So what do we aren't going to say not guilty. What's it going to be? No objections here, Your Honor. No. Hold it! Hold it! You can't do this. The crystal is mine. I'll lose the election if I lose that crystal. Oh. So what do you want to bet his benefactor, again, I'm guessing the defense minister from the Kingdom of Crane, is financing his campaign. And if he doesn't get that orb, he's going to pull a plug on all of his campaign money, and he won't have enough money to keep his campaign going. I'm sorry, but there's really nothing more I can do. You haven't forgotten about our little chat, have you? Oh, is he blackmailing Phoenix? Phoenix would never give in to blackmail. Is he kidnapped Trucy? Is he gonna? No, because Trucy's outside. Is there anyone else Phoenix loves? Is he kidnapped Edgeworth? Huh? And if Phoenix was being blackmailed, he should have confided in Apollo and Athena. What's going on here? Objection! Your Honor, I object to the defense's last claim. What? I don't believe they have truly proven that the relic is indeed the Founder's Orb. Mr. Wright, I don't think even you could bluff your way out of this one. What possible argument could you have to claim it in the Founder's Orb? Is he gonna say that the woman inside the orb is Ami Faye instead? I don't know, let me read some of the chat. Let's see, Oak says, I love Jane Remover. Cookster says, why do they remove Janes sometimes? You just got too many Janes. Oak said it's hard to explain. Quicketta said, depending on how Logan does, we might be seeing a small clip spam. Ooh! Have we done well enough for the small clip spam? Oak said, lots of lore for the name. Quicketta said, Crystal knows the spoiler, thanks to me. Nora said, wait, did Dats kill him? No, Dats didn't kill him, but he's probably killed other people. He was in the military and he's a terrorist. He's probably had plenty of opportunities to do some murders. I guess if you're in the military, it's not technically a murder. If it's legal, it's not a murder, but it's a terrorist murder. Oh, absolutely. Crystal said, yup, I'm very spoiled by Katie. Love it. Oak says, so true. Maybe I'm not sure. Cookster says, all cases need to have a little nudity. It's like the culprit breakdown. Nora said, quote, say Apollo, why are you fixated on male nudity? Oak said, yeah, Judge Udgy, get naked. You want Judge Udgy naked? I still am going to headcanon that he's got a sleeper build. Cookster said, probably the Yowie. Aylin said, paper is about human connection. I have 3 sources that I have to connect to the same topic. Pretty easy. Just a fair amount of writing. Interesting. That's not what I was expecting at all. Huh, cool. Well, I hope you're enjoying it. Wow, my voice cracked again. Oak said, for the sake of the case. Queen Katie said, we having a fun time. And Crystal says, 109.20. And I am back to further behind again. Crystal said, very, very. Bubba said, the redeem is not active right now. I don't know if maybe, I might have tested out before and it wasn't working, so I might have turned it off, perhaps? Oak says, dang. Quicketta said, honestly, Logan, with how the BG3 redeem is still down, I just shut it down completely and rip it out. I might need to. I guess it'd be one less thing for me to have to run during streams to get rid of that bot, but I liked having like a VIP free for VIP TTS and all that. Quicketta said, hey, it's the song I sang. Crystal said, turn it on, Logan, turn it on. Nora with a face. Quicketta said, it was very hard on Offer Thy Prayers, as fervent as fire. Oak said, when was the last time Logan wore the Monokuma outfit? I want to see. I think it's been a few months. I think the last time was probably before it got really hot in the summer. Crystal said, I miss Viral. I do too. Nora said, I just realized I get to stream again tomorrow. Yay. Crystal says, yippee. Nora said, that mean shark. Oak said, the only redeems I've never seen are the BG3 approval and the 50K redeems. What's the other 50K one? Let me check. Make up a story. I should turn that one off. I think because here's the thing, the person's supposed to provide the prompt for the story. We did it once and it worked, and then another time someone redeemed it and never provided a prompt, if I'm remembering correctly. I should probably turn that one off. There's no like visual for it. It's just like when you do like a clip roulette. It just says so-and-so has redeemed this. Let's see. Should I add visuals for some of these redeems? There's probably just more work on my part. Anyway, let's play some game. What possible argument could you have to claim that this isn't the Founder's Orb? About that. Oh, of course. You can't possibly have hit on something. That was his face. That, canonically, that hurt with the sweat pouring down his face. That is the sweat he does when he does his revisualization. He just did one of those in his head. The defense's assertion is incomplete, and this is why. Their claim that this relic is the Founder's Orb is based on a legend, and that legend claims that the Founder will return when the riddle is solved at last. Right, and she just did. Like, we saw her, she returned, quote unquote, inside the orb. Right, and that's what happened. The Founder was revealed for all to see. But Mr. Justice, what about the rest of the legend? Huh? According to the legend, once the Founder returned, she would bestow spiritual power onto the person who solved the riddle. Okay, so let's just say Archie Buff got spiritual power that died. No, I think it's gonna be that like, this is still the process of that. And later, either Maya or Rafa, I think Maya will get spiritual power. You're kidding, right? Well, Mr. Justice, do you feel great spiritual power coursing through your veins? Regardless of what's gonna happen in the story, Apollo's not the first one who solved it. Archie Buff was, right? No. But receiving spiritual powers and stuff, it's all just mystic mumbo jumbo, right? Apollo. We have literally had ghosts on the stand. Maybe so, but you're the one basing your claim on said legend. And what we saw here does not fully fulfill it, does it? No, but... Ha! Consequently, you cannot rightfully claim that this is the Founder's Orb. Hey. Oh, sleeping snot bubble. What's gotten into him? Why is Mr. Right doing the yes, please game? Explain it. This is so out of character for him. It would appear that Mr. Right has lost a few of his marbles. Thank you, Judge, for seeing through the ridiculousness of this. That couldn't be further from the truth, Your Honor. You know, give me your badge. Give me your badge. We gave this back to you because we thought you'd be good. No. You don't get to be a lawyer anymore. In any case, I believe this is a good time for a recess. Both sides will have 20 minutes to prepare. I ask that all arguments be ready by then. Oh, and Mr. Right, you do well to wash up and find your missing marbles by then, too. So we've reached a recess. I thought the trial would be over by now. May 17th District Court Defendant Lobby number 3. Mr. Right is sure acting funny. He is. Let's save the game. Let me read some more in the chat. Save. And I gotta have a sip of water. Oh, boy. Oh. Please don't stutter anymore, game. Let's see. Kuiketa said, yo, nice, I'm doing the same too. We're riding high on the murder mysteries. Nora said, I'm at my mom's this weekend, so technically I can stream Saturday and Sunday too. Said I might play FNAF at some point. There will be screaming. Remember how I said my leg/hip hurt? It hasn't gone away yet. Do you need to go see a doctor maybe, Nora? Kuiketa said, don't forget, I have a guide. Oh, Logan, no, he's on the wrong train. How do you think? Oh, yeah, it's the email. Well, because the email... Okay, the train I was on before is the email says right here, I've yet to crack the riddle. The opaque crystal orb is the key. And so we're going to say, I thought that maybe that if we're saying that it was like glowing or something like that, then it's no longer opaque. And so that could be the inconsistency. I was wrong, but I got there eventually. Oak says, is there something special about the objection that tells you if you're wrong? Oh, yeah. Oh, crap. Oak's already gone, but yeah, it's it gets silent. Quick said, for the relic on fire? Bubba said he was on the track, saw Mom's face in the relic. It's opaque, so you can't see through it. Chris said, fire time. Nora said, speaking of hard words, oh my gosh, I hated pronouncing all the words that Red was saying because I think a lot of them were made up words, so there's probably no bad pronunciation. Quinkita said, just wait till you play Yangtze River. I feel smarter reading the dialogue. Nora says, ooh. Quinkita said, he's on the right train, but now it's the wrong track. Nora said, which is better, right train, wrong track, or right track, wrong train? Quinkita said, I don't know if this is worse than the paw email moment or not. And then Quinkita says, Crystal, I'd say right train, wrong track, because at least he has the thing, but the wrong reason. Bubba says, I think I see it now, Quinkita said, hint, it's not the email or the note. Said, yeah, huh, yeah, yes, he did it, yay, he was smart. I was eventually smart, which is not a very proud kind of smart. Quinkita said, Pops Confetti, you're smarter than 80% of Yangtze River characters. Nora said, oh, I wish I didn't have school tomorrow because I have a science test. I'm cooked. I am happy. Tomorrow, I actually don't have to be up for work in the morning. I do have to be up in the morning for stuff, so I don't get to like sleep in, but at least I don't have work. Nora says bye, Oak. Quinkita says bye-bye, Oak. Crystal says night-night, Oak. Quinkita said see you. Oak says goodbye. Bubba says bye. And Crystal with the emote. Quinkita said universe. Pay Logan. That's what I'm saying. And Bumbo with a hydrate command. I'll do that, and then we'll get back into the game here. That's some good hydrogen. Stuck to them oxygen molecules. Mr. Reicher is acting funny. I mean, he's famous for going out on a limb, but that last assertion was just plain crazy. It's either a bluff or a Hail Mary. Either way, it doesn't make much sense. Oh, Trucy, have you found out why your dad is awful now?
Maybe there's something we're missing here. Although, he seemed perfectly normal when we spoke earlier.
Apollo, I have a bad feeling about this. I'm going to go check up on him. Yes! We should go say, hey, look, Phoenix, we're your friends. Something is obviously wrong. He's like blackmailing you or something. Just let us in. Let us know. Oh, maybe Maya is being held hostage because we haven't seen her. Like, he came back from Karain. What's going on with you, Mr. Wright? Maybe in Karain, Maya has been arrested. And the defense minister is making Phoenix defend politician, like threatening to execute Maya.
Hey, Private Justice.
Okay, suddenly she looks very tall in that wheelchair. Oh, Sarge, you can call her Army.
I forgot to mention something. On the night of Papa's murder, a strange thing happened. He died.
Oh, but why are you only telling me about it now?
Well, I didn't say anything before because I thought Papa's death was an accident. But now that we know otherwise, I figured it might be important.
There's still more to this case?
When I left my room and lost consciousness, I passed out right here.
Okay, so that's, oh. So that's right by the entrance. So are we saying that someone coming in to kill him later, or even him leaving to go hide the orb would have woken her? I guess you could probably tiptoe around an unconscious child. It's right above the coffee bar. Ah, why? Okay, I'll read a few comments in the chat. Quickity said, if only Beowulf was here, lol, because I don't know which is better for P3R. Said, I don't know a darn thing about episode, I guess story beats. And then baby, no, baby! Nora said, crying, Thena, baby. Quickity said, ad quote. Do you feel like the emotion is slightly undercut by the fact this is coming out of a tiny floating helicopter toy? But it's ... but it's still sad. It's actually a good out of context quote. Nora says, Sarge reveal! I want to see Sarge right now. Cooksher says, imagine he's just a bigger toy helicopter. Quickita said, old spoiler clip, but hey, it's a point, Logan. Oh, do I get points every time I guess something correctly? So hang on, we gotta load up this spoiler clip into the chat. If anyone's lurking, a spoiler clip is when I accidentally predict something and then Queen Katie clips it and then we watch it later once the spoiler is unspoiled. So this is from 11 days ago. This clip is titled, I don't think so. Let's see, Nora said, okay, we need to see Sarge in this case. My guess is we'll probably see Sarge, because there's gonna be multiple trial days in this one, obviously. It's like the last case. Oh, we crap. have 2 or 3 trial days. This isn't me being right.
We're gonna see Sarge, but probably not in the first day.
Okay, I was wrong about that.
Or during the second investigation or something like that. We could have said,
Okay, so that was correct, saying, I don't think so. I thought it was gonna be when I said I was gonna guess Sarge as a little girl. I was so proud, but as you can see, I make lots of wrong guesses. Nora said, let Sarge be a teenage girl. That'd be so funny. I doubt it, but it'd be funny. Quickita said, I know I did that early, but knowing Logan, it'll be a bit before that part here in chat. Nora says, Sarge. Quickita said, baby incoming. Bubba said, no, add why? Nora says, ooh. Nora says, oh, I love her. Wait, stop, this is so cute. Eglin said, oh, baby. Nora said, baby. Bubba said, I didn't see it. Well, if somebody clipped it, then we might be able to show you, Bumbo. Quickita said, name fact incoming. I'm guessing it's just gonna be army buff. And because I guess she's not an army brat. An army brat is when your parents are in the army, right? Or at least one of your parents. Eggman said, absolutely, keep the same voice. Quickita said, her name is, so the Japanese name. Her name is Hiruneria Sanagi. We know what the surname means thanks to her thanks to her father is Pupa, which may be a reference to her initial shut-in nature, but her given name comes from Hirune, which means afternoon nap. Aw. And especially works here because she took a nap and her dad died. Cookster says, I knew it. Queen Katie said, add another one to my name pun reaction vid. Magpie says, Army is a cute name, I think, laughing. And Nora with a clip, so let's check out this clip here. And Bumbo, so if you're still here, this might be the reveal that you missed because unfortunately an ad apparently popped up. This is titled Little Baby Sarge. She's so cute, little, and then it's cut off there, so I can't see the rest of the title, but I assume it's just kind of more gushing about her. Animated cutscene. Oh, a wheelchair. Oh, it's like knee braces? Oh, is it from the fall? Oh, they're too tiny to see over the stand. Oh, he's such a sickly little... I was right! It's a little girl! It's a tiny little girl! See you there, Pumbo! And thank you very much for the clip. I am worried because it still says I'm an hour behind in the chat. I think we said, well, what would you have named her, Logan? I don't know. Sophia? Like if I was a parent, I'd give her a normal name. Samantha. Probably something like that. If I was to come with a pun, I don't know. I'm sure if I really like sat down and thought for a while, I could come up with something better than just Army. Nora said, her name is what? Army Buff? I don't even care. I love her. Nora says, yeah. Magpie says, I love her. She's so cute. Bubba says, Lucy 10. Oh, for like the Lusitania. See, that's good. That is really good. Nora said, such a cutie. She's just a little baby. Bubba says, or tenon. Cookster says, I bet the next victim's gonna be called Gonna Die. Why not? Why not? Some of the names in this, like that would not be the worst name that we had. Bubba said, yeah, I like my second one, Lucy Tenon. Bubba says, excuse me, Quickita said, Nora's mom, 10 out of 10, lol. Bubba said, dead man's pen pal. Nora said, she said we don't have the money to give someone video games, and that's fair, and like, you should never spend money on me that you don't have. Like, be responsible. Please be responsible. Quickita said, oh no, Cookster says, it's his son. Quickita said, I want the moles theme for Animal Crossing, lol, he's so fun. Well, that's the, that's the guy that comes and saves you when you're stuck, right? I can't remember his name, but wasn't he like supposedly scarier in earlier games? Quickita said, Isabel. I can't believe I forgot her name earlier. Nora said, this girl is such a cutie, just a little baby, I'm gonna draw her. Quickita said, the doggo. Nora said, Isabel. Bubba said, that Isabel. Quickita said, Isabel should meet Dats. Magpie says, I wanted to cheer Bits to help, but I couldn't figure out how to do that on PC, lol. I'm sorry, but I got there eventually. Let's play some game. I hope I'm getting somewhat caught up to chat. We are, by the way, past the 2-hour mark, so if people want to start keeping an eye out for raid suggestions, you know, now's the time to maybe start looking into that. Let's see.
But when I came to, someone was pushing my wheelchair.
Please tell me the person wasn't, like, trying to push her off the ledge? Like the ledge where it goes to the spiral. Was the person gonna try and murder a 12-year-old kid, too? What?
I was so scared I beat a hasty retreat fast as my wheels could take me.
Do you know who it was?
No, it was pitch black.
Do we have a time of death on that autopsy report, by the way? I know that it updated the cause of death. Okay, the time of death is between 10 and 11 p.m. Is it possible that's off? I mean, we've already established the time of death can be messed up by mitigating circumstances.
Plus, I fled to my room so fast I didn't even have a chance to turn on the lights.
Maybe it was your father.
No, he would have said something to me. Besides, I'd have known if it was him.
So then, it could have been...
Your father's real killer. My thoughts exactly.
But you didn't report this to the police?
It didn't even occur to me.
It's okay. You were obviously still upset, so don't beat yourself up over it.
Apollo, this could be really important information. I think the act of pushing Sarge's wheelchair could be part of some bigger scheme. Maybe this is part of some larger plot to push lots of children's wheelchairs. Oh, the dastardly fiend wanting to push wheelchairs. It's hard to see why else the killer would have done such a thing.
Oh, I guess I should take a statement down as evidence.
Army statement added to the court record.
She'd fled to her room when she realized someone had moved her while she'd been unconscious on the second floor. Oh, hey, welcome back, Athena. What'd you find out from Phoenix Wright? Oh, you look sad, huh? What's with the long face? Is it gonna be, did Phoenix like make her promise to not tell us? How'd it go with Mr. Wright? What should I, ... So maybe Maya is in trouble and she's trying to decide. Oh! Are we gonna go back in there and is Athena gonna like jump ship and she's gonna be over on Phoenix Wright's side? Oh, that'd actually be kind of great. Athena! Oops, sorry! Zoned out there for a sec. The recess is almost over, so let's go. Ha! Ha! Or maybe she's gonna try and sabotage us by just shouting stupid stuff. What was that all about? How is this trial still going? I thought we'd be done with this.
May 17th, District Court courtroom number 6.
Why were we in lobby number 3 if we're in courtroom number 6?
All right, court is once again back in session. Now, Mr. Wright, about that last objection you raised.
We, the plaintiffs, still believe that the defense has yet to sufficiently prove its case. Again, not the defense's job. That's your job, bro. They claim that according to legend, the Founder's Orb would bestow spiritual power. Yet the relic in question has failed to do so, therefore it has failed its own test.
I see.
He's sticking with that ridiculous argument? Furthermore, even if it is the Founder's Orb, it can't be awarded to the Defiant Dragons. After all, they were the ones who killed Dr. Buff. Objection! Okay, then it belongs to Army. Again, politician Whipperson doesn't get it. What you talking about? That was already proven to be false. They were on no grounds for asserting that the Defiant Dragons murdered the Doctor. Oh, but I'm afraid there are, Mr. Justice. Your Honor, I would like to present new testimony to this court. Is it gonna be politician again, or is it gonna be Dats? Testimony that will show that Dats a Rebel did in fact kill Dr. Buff. What? Very well, you may call your witness. Thought we were done with this. I guess Mr. Wright found another new angle. What new testimony could there be this late in the game? He called it a game. He knows it's a game. Oh, yep, politician's back. Yay. Oh.
Fellow citizens, it is I, politician, the once and future representative of the people.
Oh, not him again. My client divulged new information to me during the recess. He remembered something he saw, you see, something crucial to this case. It's just gonna say, I saw Dats kill him. I just saw it happen. It happened. How very convenient. All right, this has got to be the last testimony, yeah?
That's his crime.
Let me read some more in the chat. Queen Katie says to Magpie, mood, lol. Eglin said, I feel like Mr. Resetti, that's who was Mr. Resetti's theme, would be a fun one. Nora said, Theta. Queen Katie said, if you type cheer 10 without the space for the minimum TTS message. Nora said, quote, have you always been a girl? I mean, in a wheelchair? Kuster says, have you always been a wheelchair? Queen Katie said, the blue eyes. Wait. Wait. Oh, is that her? Does Sarge have blue eyes? Oh, she does. Look at that. Oh, crap. When Vera watches the VOD, is Army going to frighten Vera with those blue eyes? Nora said, I love Army. Quickita said, Logan, it's girl you, but Russian and Sarge. Oh, you're saying because the blue eyes, it's the girl version of me, except Russian and a Sarge, and she's 12. And in a wheelchair. Bobo said digital voice changer. Eglin said another funny one for Animal Crossing would be the bees. No! Cooksha said it's actually more gruff and gravelly. Bobo says change the voice for the sake of yours. Quickita said fun fact, Logan. Not saying which game, but Army makes the second Russian blonde-haired girl in Ace Attorney. Are we talking about the one from, oh crap, I gave her a Russian accent, but I don't know if she actually was Russian. From Apollo Justice, in that first case. Quickita said, Nora, are you wasting your life savings again? Eglin said, yes, Splatoween! We may be getting just Holiday Fest for now, question mark. Nora, the ... Eglin said, either that or Grand Fest really wasn't the last one. Which is kind of crazy, because it seemed like such a huge thing. I don't even play Splatoon, and I was seeing stuff all over online about it. Quickita said, about the Joke Cases playlist is just gameplay, but you might have to pause to read some things, maybe if that's your liking. We could give it a try sometime. Eglin said, or the big finale at least. Quickita said, her badge, it's a star with wings, so cute. Nora said, I really like her, she's such a cutie. Quickita said, not the orphan voice, no, not for Army. 420, nice, Nora. Wait, what was 420, nice, Nora? Nora said that was not intentional. Anyways, Army's such a cute little cutie, I'm gonna draw her like 50,000 times. Oh, I'm squealing right IRL right now. And Quickita said, also note, her pajamas are blue camo patterns. Are they? Okay, we'll have to see when we see her again, because we can't see in this picture. I missed that.
It was around 11 at night, and I was out on a mobile meet and greet around the village. That's when I saw Dr. Buff being murdered from outside his study window.
Wait, he was doing a mobile meet and greet and was in their yard? Okay, so yeah, he is just lying, just saying, I saw it happen.
Mr. Rebel snuck up from behind and struck him on the head. His weapon of choice, a suitcase.
But in the court record, though, here's what it's going to be. Watch the court record. Oh, that's not the court. Where's the court record? Or not the court record, excuse me, the autopsy reports. He was struck with the corner of an unidentified object. Didn't his suitcase have, like, rounded corners? Maybe it's not going to be that easy.
A big, strong man like him could easily swing the heavy suitcase into someone's head.
Wasn't it really heavy, though? Like, the suitcase was really heavy? You saw the murder as it happened? And you're just telling us now because?
Oh, I saved the best for last. It's a tactic known to all the political greats.
I guess it's true that happens in elections. Isn't that what an October surprise is? When you, like, have some big bombshell in the month right before the election? The murder weapon was a complete mystery, but my client's eyewitness account has finally brought it into the light. How is it a mystery? We know he was El Kabonged with something, and there's a book covered in his blood. What is mysterious about that? According to the autopsy report, Dr. Buff was struck in the head by the corner of some object. It's rounded. It's rounded. I suppose that could very well be the corner of a suitcase.
Objection!
Objection! Huh, don't you know shapes? But eyewitness testimony isn't the same as hard evidence. Oh, I wouldn't worry about that if I were you. What's that supposed to mean? Let me guess, is somebody... Oh, did somebody spray luminol on the suitcase and they're just gonna find blood was wiped off of it or something? We have physical evidence too. A luminol test revealed. The doctor's blood on Mr. Rebel's suitcase. Okay, so maybe that was the weapon. I still don't know why the book was covered in blood, though. But it does mean Dats did it. Really? But how does that prove Mr. Rebel used it as a weapon? Oh, yeah. You should know the answer to that, Mr. Justice. Since you know as well as I that the suitcase is covered in his fingerprints. Ah! I forgot we dusted it right in front of Emma. You know what? I thought we were done by now. Can I go home? It's getting late. The Turnabout terror strikes again. This is quite convincing testimony and evidence. Nevertheless, you may proceed with your cross-examination, Mr. Justice. But again, like, that doesn't mean that politician gets the orb, because if it's not the Crystal of Ami Faye, he has no claim to it. All Phoenix is doing is saying that Army should get to keep it.
That's his crime.
All right, you guys know the drill. We gotta save and then press on every statement. Let's at least try and get through this cross-examination tonight. We got a half hour to do that. Nora said, I don't like children, but this baby is so cute. Quiggity said, they designed her colors so well. Quiggity says, Logan, I have to remind you again, Maya had Lady Kira's real name, not the Holy Mother's. Maya does not have access to Holy Mother's name. That's exclusive to the royal family. Hang on, let me have another sip of water, finish off this bottle here. There we go. Quiggity said, you're done with Mood Matrix? Yes. Okay, Paul, this means the orb is in fact not your crystal. Nora said, Logan saying, girl, bye. Like, that was so funny. Wait. Oh, for the title of the clip. Quiggity said, by the way, with the clip context law, the gun violence was from a 12-year-old girl in a wheelchair. No, Nora said, I love her so much. Quiggity said, oh man, I didn't see your message, but whatever, I'll DM you later on Discord law. When the music is still playing, it means you're wrong, but the music stops, it means you're a genius. Said, Phoenix finally knows how Godot feels when he screwed up on that side of the case. Said, when Dragon and Tiger battle, that's the song stuck in my brain. Apollo, say it, Phoenix, sigh, I was wrong. Quiggity said, Dirk right now. You mean a doctor, not from my country, figured out a riddle from my country for a holy relic from my country that nobody ever figured out in my country. Well done, my boy Apollo, for figuring it out. See, 'cause yeah, he's not the one who did it. Okay, let's go here.
It was around 11 at night, and I was out on a mobile meet and greet around the village.
Hold it! You were on a so-called mobile meet and greet at 11 at night?
That's right. It's the perfect time because everyone is at home. You should have seen how the villagers' eyes teared up when they heard what I had to say.
With tears of frustration, no doubt. You weren't riding around in your palanquin?
That's right. Some village idiot reported me to the police. I've been banned from using it after dark.
No wonder, what with all the noise he makes. Well, did you just say, like, you can't use his bullhorn or whatever? So what exactly did you see then?
That's when I saw Dr. Buff being murdered from outside his study window.
Hold it! Sounds like you witnessed something rather shocking.
Indeed. I didn't even believe it at first. I mean, a vicious murder in Karain?
There haven't been many murders there, I take it. I mean, recently, there was that one time.
If I'm elected, I promise you that such a terrible tragedy will never happen again. This is my promise as a politician. No one will ever murder Dr. Archie Buff ever again. It will not happen. I'll see to it. A vote from me is a vote to banish murder forever from our beloved Karain village. I'll do this by making murder illegal.
Yeah, good luck with that. Mr. Retition Wimperson, please tell the court what you saw at the scene of the crime.
Mr. Rebel snuck up from behind and struck him on the head.
Hold it! He snuck up from behind? So you're saying the doctor never even realized Mr. Rebel was there?
That's right. He was utterly absorbed in a book.
Add that to the testimony and we're gonna show that his glasses were on the desk. Boom, easy peasy. I see, what did you see Mr. Rebel do now? No, add that to the testimony.
He climbed up the bookshelf ladder and dumped a bunch of books down on the body. I believe he was trying to make it look like an accident, but that idiot didn't realize I could see everything from outside the window.
One of those statements doesn't feel right. Your Honor, I believe the witness made an important statement just now about how crime is clearly visible. Doctor's reading a book. That's is an idiot. I mean, fair, but although that is 100% true, it's obviously the doctor was reading a book. Huh, take it, toilet duck. I will save. As soon as the little button appears to save here. Options, save, and we're even gonna stagger testimony in case it should have been that Dats is an idiot. Quiggity said, cool animation incoming soon. It's one of my faves here. 1:48:09. Okay, look at that. I'm only 45 minutes behind instead of an hour. Nora said, I don't think she's dying. I really hope not. Quiggity said, yes, it's animated. Bumble said he's more like, quote, if you're wrong, you've analyzed a precious artifact. Yeah, but again, it's like, we've proved it's not the Crystal of Ami Faye. Quiggity says 3D animated. Nora said, I like it, I love it. Athena is so excited. Magpie says, I love the implication that Apollo just carries a lighter around, you know, bring it up. I want to say it's the lighter that was the spy gun, little transforming spy gun from Dual Destinies. Magpie said, because, why not? Why, the case is over, just say to the judge, hey, judge, can I keep that evidence? Nora said she's such a cutie patootie. Quinkatie Salute says he carries the memories of Clay and Dad. It's a good thing Oka's not here to prompt a quote that I caused. Oh, the tooth one? Nora said Athena being so excited to burn stuff. Quinkatie said, question for Archie. How did he refill this orb? So it's gotta be that it doesn't drain completely out. It just melts down, but then, because it's gotta be some substance that is solid at room temperature. But how would it expand like that? I think maybe I'm gonna guess that it drains down into the base of the thing that's holding the orb. Like the stand of the orb. Here, when we take a look at the orb's case, I know this isn't that important, but take a look at the picture of it. So I'm gonna guess that this section down here is actually hollow, and when you heat it up, it melts and dribbles all down there. And then when you're done, what you do is you keep heating it up and then turn upside down, and it all drains back down into here, and then you let it cool and it solidifies. That's what I'm going to guess. Okay, the doctor was reading the book at the time of the murder? That's vital testimony! Very well, the witness will please add that statement to his testimony.
The doctor was standing in front of the bookshelves, absorbed in a book.
Okay, we're obviously gonna present the glasses, the reading glasses were gone. Because that's what, we're not gonna do it right now because I wanna see what the other pressing statements do. But it says, the doctor's poor eyesight meant he couldn't read anything without these, and they were found on his desk rather than on his body. And I guess you could theoretically say the murderer took them off and put them on the desk, but why would he have? So let's press. Hold it! You watched a murderer commit his crime and did nothing to stop it? Well, he saw it through a window. What's he gonna do? Pound on the window and go puh. Don't. That doesn't sound like a good way to score points with the voting public.
I believe that I was respecting his right to self-determination. To murder if he so chose to. I'm a politician, not a superhero. I'm under no obligation to risk life and limb.
He sure is quick to deny his obligations when there's nothing in it for him. I'm getting tired of listening to his endless campaigning and flimsy rationalizations. About your testimony, Mr. Attition Wimperson. You said Mr. Rebel struck the doctor from behind while he was absorbed in a book?
Yes, that's exactly what happened.
Okay, I'll press the remaining statements and we'll present evidence to that, and then we should be able to coast through the rest of the trial, yeah?
His weapon of choice, a suitcase.
Are you sure?
Positive. I saw it with my own two eyes.
Great follow-up question, Apollo. Are you sure? Yet despite your certainty, you kept quiet about it until now?
No, I was waiting. I knew there would be a perfect chance to talk about it later. Information must always be disclosed in a strategic manner. That is one of the lessons of kingcraft as taught by the Attition clan.
Is there a lesson by chance in the Attition Kingcraft guidebook on being honest?
Anyway, I saw Mr. Rebel commit that heinous crime.
Okay, one more statement and then we should be able to present evidence, yeah?
A big, strong man like him could easily swing a heavy suitcase into someone's head.
I hope Dats is in the back going, he complimented me, I'm a big, strong man. I would have to agree that suitcase is really heavy. Wait a second. How'd you know it was so heavy? For all you know, it could have been empty. Okay, that's a good point. I guess he's gonna say that if it was empty, it wouldn't have been enough to kill him. Oh, Phoenix is joining in. My client witnessed the crime in progress. So naturally, he saw Mr. Rebel straining to lift what was obviously a heavy suitcase. Oh, darn it, that's fair. I can't say I'm a fan of you trying to discredit my client by tripping him up, Mr. Justice. But I'm just doing what you always do, Mr. Right. Dr. Buff was struck from behind while he was absorbed in a book. He must have been really into it. It doesn't add up. What doesn't? That politician is lying, I'm sure of it. Okay, so let's go over to that statement, and then we're gonna save. Doctor was standing in front of the bookshelves, absorbed in a book. Save, and then we'll get ready to present our evidence. Let me read one or two more comments in the chat, though. Let's see, Nora said, there's a face. Quigetta said, Logan, Maya's thing was Lady Kira, not the Holy Mother. I'm sorry, I forgot. Cookster said, it's most likely the orb is filled with wax. And there's a chamber at the base for the wax to go to. CC Cookster knows. Quigetta said, dang it, I have no bits for Logan. Magpie says, I think it's those baby bottle toys with liquid in them. There's a hollow spot for the liquid to drain into. I remember as a kid, I had one of those, but it was like a was like a mug of like a drink. It looked like root beer or something like that. It wasn't at my house. It was like a friend had one of those, but I was fascinated by it. Quick said, funny note the guide said at this point, you revealed the orb lol. You burned Phoenix's entire case to the ground. Cookster said, it's fun that as a Canadian, we can choose whether to use American English or British English, or you can use Quebecois French. There we go. All right, let's keep going. Let's present our evidence. So here's where it is. We go present. We do the reading glasses, and there we got it.
Objection!
Hey, there we go. The doctor was standing in front of the bookshelves absorbed in a book, you say? I'm sorry, but it seems your testimony is completely unreliable.
That's quite a bold statement. Well, let's hear you back it up. I challenge you to prove that I am anything but 100% reliable.
It would be my pleasure. Lately, it seems the doctor's eyes had gotten so bad he needed reading glasses. However, his reading glasses were over on his desk. They were adorably perched on top of a miniature pyramid. It was like looking at Bill Cipher if he wasn't a Cyclops. So you see, there's no way he could have been reading in front of the bookshelves.
Oh!
I'm sorry, Mr. Retition Wimperson, but I'm gonna have to ask you to explain this discrepancy to the voting public.
Oh!
You what?
I'll explain it, you lowly cur! I simply made a mistake, you see. He was not reading. He was looking at pornography. A magazine with large bosoms that you would not need reading glasses to magnify. The doctor was actually sitting at his desk when Mr. Rebel hit him over the head.
But then the doctor would have been facing him. Surely he would have seen him and tried to run.
Dr. Buff was nodding off. I could tell because his eyes were closed and he wasn't moving.
Sounds more like what you would do. Then how do you explain the fact that he was struck in the back of the head? Isn't that something that should be impossible from the front of the desk?
About that. He bowed his head when he nodded off. That's when he was clobbered.
Everything about that is 100% believable. So that's what you saw. Well, Mr. Justice, that sounds like a perfectly reasonable explanation to me. He changed his story multiple times, Judge. I'll read some more comments in the chat. Quickita said, thank you, fellow AA enjoyer Magpie. Magpie says, you're welcome, I got you. Quickita said, my theory, twins, so we'd use Holy Mother's face to summon Lady Kira, lol. Ooh, oh, that's good. Like identical twins, so it's like the same looking face. Nora said, Phoenix, are you okay? Crystal said, Phoenix, breakdown, please. Quickita said, Paul, get out of here, burn away, sir. Nora said, die, Paul, no one likes you. Is there anyone else Phoenix loved? Did he kidnap Edgeworth? No, I think it's Maya. It's Maya. Because that would have been like a national, not a national, but a Japanifornia-wide scandal if Edgeworth went missing. Kugeta said 2:02:49. I'm still 40 minutes behind. Said no clip spam yet. It's after the cross-examination coming up. Oh, so we're close? Magpie says, fun fact, military killing legally is still considered homicide. It's just legal homicide. Yeah, well, that's the thing. I said it's not murder. Because all murders are homicide. Homicide just means the killing of a human. But although all murders are homicide, not all homicides are murders, if that makes sense, right? Magpie says, I learned this by Googling the definitions for reasons I forgot. I hope the FBI agent that watches your search history isn't suspecting you in murder now. Crystal said 2:04:20, still 40 minutes behind. Quickita said, I was gonna say Phoenix, sir, Spirit can't. Oh wait, you've seen Spirit stuff. Said Phoenix has literally exorcised his ex's evil spirit in the courtroom before. Nora said, no, I don't want to go to the doctor. I'm scared of the doctors. I refuse to go. You see, I would be more scared of dying from not going to the doctor. Doctor's unpleasant. What I don't like about the doctor, though, is that it's expensive. Eglin said, got my midterm graded. Let's see how I did. Graded class overall. Still an ace. That's a good sign. 45 out of 50. That's not too bad. That's 90%. That's fantastic. Said, forgot I had another regular assignment for the class, but it should be way easier than midterm. All multiple choice stuff and open book. Oh, that's gonna be a breeze. You've got this, Eglin, and congratulations on the 45 out of 50. Nora said, hydrogen stuck to them oxygen molecules. This is literally the stuff my science test is on tomorrow. Just remember, a water molecule looks like Mickey Mouse's head because it's got a big old oxygen and two little Mickey Mouse ears hydrogen. Do you know, Nora, here, pop quiz, do you know why? like what it means that the two hydrogens are on the same side, that they're not on opposite sides. That creates polarity in the molecules. That's what makes water wet. If it wasn't for that, it would just like, you'd splash it and it would just like right off of you. It wouldn't stick. So there you go. Nora said it's gonna be Army. Oh, she's so cute, little baby. Okay. Oh, then Nora said I gotta go to bed. Oh, do you have to go now? Okay, good night, Nora. Thank you so much for being here. Sleep well. So you didn't hear that science lesson, but thank you for hanging out, and I'm glad that you enjoyed Army Buff. Quick, say goodnight, Nora. Nora said goodnight, friends. I'll be watching the VOD. Oh, so you're watching now. So now you learn science, but it's probably after your test, so it's too late. Nora said, and I'll probably rate tomorrow, because I'll stream tomorrow. I have 10 points anyways. Well, thank you for the raid again tonight, Nora. Get a good night's sleep. Quick said, technically you were right, Logan. Human Sarge showed up. And Nora said, good night, friends, and sleep. Also, Queen Katie, I was right about Sarge being a little girl. I thought she'd be like a 4-year-old girl. So I was off by a lot in the number of the age, but I was right on her being a little girl. Let's play it a little bit more. Well, Mr. Justice, that sounds like a perfectly reasonable explanation to me. Oh, crap. Do you have a problem with the proposal the doctor was struck while nodding off? Save. Okay, we got to think about this. Let's take a look at the court record. Problem with the doctor nodding off. Heating the founder's orb revealed the statue within. Photo of Jove. Research notes. That shouldn't have anything there. Coffee stain. He was probably souped up on caffeine. There we go. Yes, I have a big problem. It's a drinking problem, technically, because he was drinking coffee. There is a problem, a very big problem. The witness's statement doesn't hold up under the slightest bit of scrutiny. Is that so? Then will you please show this court what evidence you have to justify this? Gladly, Your Honor. This shows the problem with the witness's claim that he saw the doctor nodding off. Let's double check everything else, just to be sure. Study diagram, because this could have something here. It still would be tough to get in there, but I guess because the bookshelf is in the way, but maybe on the other side, down here below, clobbers him. So that's possible. I read a hand over the Founder's Orb with the Defiant Dragons if I come to no harm. Sarge's helicopter. The email. Okay. I mean, he uses light mode, so if he was sitting at his computer, the superior mode would keep him awake. Raincoat seems the doctor wore this last night. Bears a distinctive yellow and green two-tone design. Stuck in the insole of the doctor's boot. Probably got there while he went to hide the Founder's Orb. Doctor's poor eyesight meant he couldn't read anything without these. They were found on his desk. Although what would he be doing on his desk if he wasn't reading or using something with glasses? Robbery report, 10 a.m. from the Titian storehouse. Lock was picked. Cause of death, cerebral hemorrhaging after being stuck in the back of the head with the corner of an unidentified object. Maybe it's just that, like, the commotion of lifting it would have woken him up. And is it something to do with her up here? That would have woken her up? The night of the incident, Army fainted in the hallway above the coffee bar after witnessing the doctor burning the treasure. When she came to, someone was pushing her wheelchair. Frightened, she quickly fled to her room. Okay, this seems like this would be important, but I don't see how this disproves it here. So, okay, it's either something with this that I'm missing. It could be something with the diagram. I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna try the coffee stain, because one of the books is stained with coffee. But we don't know how old or fresh that is, and I think, let's try it. Let's try that.
Take that!
This shows the glaring problem with the witness's statement. Dang it. He's asleep. See, he's honk showing. The witness is passed out from the overwhelming power of my evidence. But like if he was drinking coffee, he'd be all caffeinated. He'd be awake, right? I guess unless he was drinking it because he was tired. No, Mr. Justice, your lackadaisical attempt to refute him put my client to sleep. That's all. I feel a yawn coming on myself. Perhaps giving you this penalty will wake me up. Surely there are better ways to stay awake, Your Honor. Apollo, think about the relative positions of the witness and the doctor again. Right, that's where we'll find the contradiction. Now then, Mr. Justice. Wait, did she say the witness and the doctor? Or the victim and the doctor? See that you avoid these snooze-inducing answers in the future. Oh, because he was outside the window. I gotta check that again. Hang on. Let's look at the court record. Oh, that's what it is. The bookshelf blocks his view from outside the window. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot, and I just had it spoon fed to me. Darn it. Okay, hang on. We gotta reload. I need to finish with full health. It's a compulsion of mine. Darn it! So it's the bookshelf blocked the, it's not that the bookshelf blocked the murderer, it's the bookshelf blocked the view from outside the window. A big problem. Okay, there is a problem, a very big problem. The witness statement doesn't hold up to the slightest bit of scrutiny. Okay, so we got it, we got this. Gladly, Your Honor. This shows the problem with the witness's claim that he saw the doctor nodding off. Diagram, present.
Take that!
Haha! A diagram of the study? Mr. Retichin Wimperson allegedly viewed the murder from here. And the doctor was allegedly nodding off here. Boom. But from his vantage point, the bookcase would have blocked the witness's line of sight. This, okay, to be fair, this could also be a thing like from Rise of the Ashes where he didn't see the body, but he saw Dats lift up the thing and clobber, and then there's blood splattering all over the place, and he was just embellishing by saying he saw him nod off. Because again, swing over the head, you could see the suitcase, and then blood out. Ooh, why, yes, I believe you're right. But, oh, not again. Oh.
Objection!
Ha! Objection! The only reason it was false is because my client is a liar. Once you accept that, it's fine. It's fine. The fact remains my client knew that the suitcase was the murder weapon. Okay, that is a good point. That also could implicate him as the murderer. Huh? So he definitely has firsthand knowledge of the crime scene. Okay, but here's the question though, because obviously this is the final chapter of the base game. There's not just going to be this trial. There's going to be more than this. So are we going to implicate Politician as the murderer and then find some other body? Because I feel like we got to go back to the Kingdom of Kharain. Are we going to have two different murders? Or maybe he's going to implicate Dats or Dirk or somebody, and the government's going to convince us to extradite him to Kharain, and we'll have the trial there. Because we've obviously got to go back there, right? So he definitely has firsthand knowledge of the crime scene. Phoenix, do you realize what you just said, though? You're saying he's a murderer. Uh-huh. Oh, I'm afraid I have to agree with you there, Mr. Wright. But then we have to ask ourselves, from what vantage point did he see the murder? What are you insinuating, Mr. Justice? From what vantage point could Mr. Retichin Wimperson have seen the dozing doctor? Well, once we determine that, I believe we finally see the truth behind this incident. Oh, crap. The witness saw the murder from right here. Hang on, we gotta save. It's gotta be one of two things. Either we're gonna claim that he saw the murder from up here, next to where Army was, or like down here, doing the murder. I'm gonna assume it's up here though. Let's try up here. Let's try that. We just saved. Present! You gotta be kidding! But that's... It is indeed. But everything only makes sense if the witness was there in the study. Or could I have like clicked anywhere inside? Could I have clicked inside the study anywhere? Would the game have been nice to me? Inside the study, but that's the scene of the crime. I know. Mr. Retichin Wimperson, the man who claims to be a witness to the murder, was most certainly in that very room. Apollo, are you suggesting? Ha! Mr. Retichin Wimperson! Weren't you the one who actually swung that suitcase? J'accuse! Oh! What you're proposing is ludicrous. My client is a small, thin man, weak, frail, has never known the touch of a woman. Whereas Mr. Rebel has the musculature to pull it off. Crap, he's got a point. I gave up trying to lift that thing after one go.
That's right. He's the only one who could have lifted such a heavy object. Now do you understand? The real That's a Rebel is the Doctor's killer.
As long as that suitcase is the murder weapon, the suspicion falls entirely on Dats. We don't know if it was. Maybe he was clobbered with a book or something, and then somebody wheeled the suitcase over there and it's like, or took the body and it's like smear some blood on. You'll have to poke a hole in Mr. Wright's argument somehow, Apollo.
Oh, I will. I'm gonna poke Mr. Wright's hole. I'm gonna poke that hole so hard. My finger's gonna go so deep into Mr. Wright's hole from my poking. And with his own technique too, no less. If Mr. Retition Whipperson couldn't swing the suitcase around, we'll just have to consider another way he could have used it as the murder weapon. He dropped it on him. Wait, hang on. Or he could have dropped Dr. Buff onto the suitcase. Well, the bloodstain was at the bottom, though. But maybe he could have tipped over the suitcase. And then if he pushed him off the ledge, the balcony, because why else would we have a balcony? They made a whole point about how there's a balcony. And so he falls off there, hits his head on the suitcase. Right? I'm gonna turn this case on its head, Mr. Wright, just like you taught me. You talk big, Mr. Justice, but do you have what it takes? Well, this should be interesting. All right, Mr. Retition Whimperson's testimony has been filled with one inaccuracy after another. First, he stated that Dr. Buff was in front of the bookshelves. Now he claims the doctor was sitting at his desk. And that's why the book had the coffee stain. Because in the diagram, that's the coffee bar right here. And so dropping it also spilled some coffee onto the book that he had. So he was, but why would he have that book? Anyway, it doesn't matter why he had that book. So where was the victim really when he was killed? Also, where was his killer and how was the murder weapon really used? So the important thing here is the position of the victim and the killer relative to each other. Or maybe Archie Buff didn't have the book, but like Politician Whimperson did and like, oops, dropped it or something like that. Yes, Your Honor, if they were positioned in a certain way, it'd be possible to use the suitcase as a weapon without lifting a finger. And the reason he's up there is because Army passed out. And any dad would rush up there to check on his daughter. And so he ran up there. That's why he was up there. Politician comes in, shoves him off. He falls over, hits his head on the suitcase. I think I feel good about this. It'd be possible to use the suitcase as a weapon without lifting a finger. You can't mean. I would ask the court to recall the study's layout. It's quite distinctive, as you can see. I'm still not sure, like, why the blood would be on the bottom of it. But, I mean, I think everything checks out, and unless he hit his head on the counter of the coffee bar? And the blood just splashed onto the suitcase. I feel like I'm close. I gotta be close, right? Let me read some more in the chat to see where I'm at. I gotta catch up in the chat. I would like, it's almost 3 hours. Anyone have a raid suggestion? Let's read some more in the chat, then we'll get back to this. We gotta get this. I feel like I'm on the right track. We gotta get to the end of this here. Let's see, Quickita said, technically you were right, Logan. Human Sarge showed up. And Nora said, good night, friend. Sleep. Good night again, Nora. Quickita said, Logan, you forgot the Japanese holder of names. Nabbing cookies. Samantha Buff. Sophie Buff. I wasn't trying to think of a pun. I just thought you meant, like, if you had a kid, what would you name the kid? Not Army. I would just give her a normal name. I'd have to think of a pun name. Nora said, Samantha is buff. Oh, there. If that was the case, she'd be muscular. Quickita said, never mind, I got chips instead. Eglin said, Millie-Terry Buff? Maybe for a better pun name, her name is Millie-Terry Buff. No, that would be great, because those are actual names. Millie is a name. Terry is a name. You could even do Terry with like an I. Millie-Terry Buff. Yes, Eglin. Perfect, there we go. Locking it in. I liked Bumbo's earlier too, but that one's really good also. Magpie says, Armelia Buff, maybe? Shortens to Army. Magpie says, lobby shared by multiple courtrooms, perhaps. Maybe?
I guess Queen Gator said the final cross-examination here for the trial 22338. I'm still over a half hour behind. Queen Gator said, Logan's not smart. We might have to wait for next stream for clip spam. Krista said, don't worry, Logan. Your eyes are bluer than blue. I'll take that as a compliment, Crystal. Krista said, Vera will be more scared of you than Army. Magpie says, Olga Orly wasn't even Russian. She was just pretend Russian, but there is another one. Oh, in Chronicles. Okay. Queen Gator said, the Apollo Justice girl was not Russian, lol. That was a mask of hers, but I guess it counts. So Army is the third one, lol. Said, yeah, Magpie, save the best for last. Is not when it's a murder, Paul. Said, Logan, for all we know, the killer would have could have slathered the blood on the book to make it look like he died from books. Maybe, I don't know. But why that one? Because wasn't that the one psychology book? Like, why that and none of the others, though? Hang on, there's a clip from Queen Katie. Let me load this up, the clip viewer. It's probably me floundering and struggling, but let me load it up so we can all watch it together. We can all see it. See, I'm 30 minutes behind, that's better. This clip is titled, Every Case Be Like, : You know, I thought we were done by now. Can I go home? It's getting late. Oh, that is true, that is so true. Sorry, I thought the clip might have gone on longer. That's why I was sipping some water. Thank you very much for the clip, Queen Katie. Queen Katie said, not the spoiler clip, but fun clip anyway. Said, Logan, smart, yay! No, I want to see the DATS option. Oh, well, I'm so proud of Logan. Queen Katie says, Paul, technically murder wasn't illegal yet, but soon I'll make it illegal when I get elected. Crowd cheers. Quote, information must always be disclosed in a strategic manner. Not for a murder case in a courtroom trial. You know there's a thing called being a liar in court. It's a bad thing. It's perjury. But not only that, in the American courtroom system, if the prosecution knows something, they are legally obligated to disclose that to the defense. I believe it's called discovery, but I could be wrong. And so even ignoring all that, if the prosecution knew that and did not tell the defense until it came up in the trial, like, that is against the law. That is illegal. I don't know, actually, I don't know if it's against the law or against, like, legal procedure for, I'm pretty sure you could lose your license over that. You could get disbarred. Queen said, oh wow, they didn't spoon feed this one. It said, if Logan's smarter the next bit here, we'll have a small chance, but just burr speedruns clip spam soon tonight. Bubba said, how could you tell the status of his eyes from the window? Queen said, I have the guide, just say potato anytime. I have faith. Logan, no, sir, no, how of all things? Yes, please check stuff. I was about to revoke faith. Yes, question mark, shakes nervously. You can pin that, Logan, no, death by coffee. Not Archie though. Okay, let's play a bit more. I hope I'm getting a little bit caught up in chat, getting close. Now, if Dr. Buff was sitting in a certain spot and his killer was at a certain other spot. Wait, are we going to say that he was sitting at the coffee bar? So maybe it's the chunk of the stone relief that was missing that like fell off and hit him. And again, maybe it just splashed on the suitcase. But regardless, it's like an up on the balcony thing. The suitcase would become a weapon anyone could use. Very well, Mr. Justice. Where was Dr. Buff's killer at the time of the crime? Okay, hang on, save. And I'm gonna say that the killer was at the top of the balcony. Up here, right?
Take that!
There? Oh, that's... this should wrap things up nice and pretty for you, Mr. Right. I do have to say, like, both Apollo and Phoenix get smug sometimes, but Apollo, although they both struggle, Apollo is the only one who really seems like he's earned the smugness. I would ask the court to recall the study's layout, but this time, instead of thinking in 2 dimensions, oh, is it gonna, like, pan up in 3D? Let's think in 3. Only then can we clearly see the killer's method at work. Eyes 3D. And there's the ladder. Oh, it's so high up. Oh, so it is dropping the suitcase. Darn it. Okay, and that's why. So the bottom of the suitcase hit him. I was hoping it was pushing him off. But why was the suitcase even up there? Well, I guess it's maybe it started up there. Okay, the killer didn't have to swing the suitcase. So I was close, so again, not dropping him, but dropping the suitcase. I love how the big thing here, they still have the silhouette for it. It's not just a big blob. If he used gravity to his advantage, that is. Please animate it. I want to see this killer man. That's right. It was the plaintiff, one politician Wimperson, who used the suitcase. He pushed it from the second floor. Phew. Oh no, show it hit him, show it hit him. I want to see him die. Why did you pause game? And send it hurtling down onto Dr. Buff, who was sitting in the coffee bar. Oh, I've never been more disappointed in this game. Yuck! The psychology book had been at the coffee bar, no doubt. The doctor must have set it down there after he finished reading it or the like. I don't know. But his blood got on it, which is why the killer thought to hide it in a mountain of books. That's quite an entertaining theory you have there, Mr. Justice. But there's no evidence that the murder took place at the coffee bar. There's coffee on the book, too. Oh, I'm not so sure about that, Mr. Wright. I'd say the evidence of the murder occurring at the coffee bar exists. Let's save, though, in case I'm dumb. Because sometimes I'm dumb. I think we can say judgy stab. Oh, good old bitter black coffee stabbings. Says, yes, Logan got it. The window, 250. Okay, I'm only 15 minutes behind. Boba said, I didn't even know of the bookshelf. I was just thinking distance. Crystal and Queen Katie both with some smileys. Queen Katie says, yes, Logan. Boo, wrong track. Yes, almost, but yes. He's going to the station. Eglin said he's at the station, but he doesn't know that it's his stop. Queen Katie said, for real, Logan, don't forget, sir. Archie went to the cave after Army passed out. Okay, so then who pushed Army back to her room? What? Did he just leave her there? Did he just like, oh, she's passed out, she'll be fine, leave, hide it, come back, do the thing, what? Oh, I'm murdered, and then politician, because she was like so, adamant that it wasn't her dad for some reason. Although she didn't see, maybe it was him and he was trying to push her back to the room. So that still doesn't make any sense. But okay, crap, did I even save? I don't even remember if I saved. Let's get back out here and let's finish this. I say the evidence of the murder occurring at the coffee bar exists, so finally we're gonna see that coffee stain will be important. The evidence does exist and I'm gonna show you. Here you are. Oh, we don't even have to pick it, we just go right to it. It's right here, it's proof the murder took place at the coffee bar, the big coffee stain and lack of pants on the guy. Mainly the coffee stain, but also look at that bare knee. Look at that, the scandalous calf, but also the coffee stain. And present! Bow, bow. This brown stain was determined to be coffee. Phoenix writes like, I thought it was poo. What's more, it was still a bit damp when we saw it yesterday morning. Ah! One look at this book speaks volumes, I'm afraid, Mr. Wright. The book, volume, hey, you see what I did there? It tells us the doctor was having a cup of coffee at the coffee bar. That's when the suitcase came hurtling down, striking him on the head, causing both his blood and his coffee to spatter onto it. So why was Datz's luggage up there? Did Datz come home and maybe Datz came planning to steal the orb? Okay, how about this? Datz comes in going, I gotta get the orb. I'm gonna steal it. Oh, little girl was passed out. I'll tuck her in because he's a good uncle terrorist. And that's when she freaks out, goes in there. Can't find the orb, leaves. And then Archie Buff comes back. Wow, Mr. Rotation Wimperson. Oh, I'm gonna be honest, that's what a murderer looks like.
Whoa. What motive could I possibly have had to kill Dr. Buff?
And there it is, the final excuse cornered killers are so fond of. Wow, the doctor never returned your crystal to you, did he? Instead, he hid it in the cave ruins.
Oh!
Telling him that the Defiant Dragons were a dangerous bunch was a huge blunder. All it did was make him hide the orb. Your lie came back to bite you in the end. Bite you in your end. See, it bit your butt.
Oh!
Even worse, the doctor saw the news report, so he knew the relic was the Founder's orb. Being the conscientious researcher he was, he knew he had to return it to its rightful place. And that meant keeping it out of your hands. Oh! Every time we cut to him, he just makes noises. Let me have a sip of water and read a few more comments in the chat, though. Let's see, Quick his head. He came back while Arnie was still passed out and then died. He didn't know that she was passed out. Eglin said the train route is vaguely in his mind. He just has to remember that this is the right stop. Oh, and there we go. Crystal with some raid suggestions. Thank you very much, Crystal. I'm going to copy these over into my text file here. There we go. And Queen Katie said, oh, wait, hang on just a second. Got to copy that properly. Queen Katie says, exactly. Oh, wait, crap. But Crystal has even more raid suggestions. Let me copy these over as well. So many raid suggestions. Thank you very much, Crystal. Crystal says, but we want to lie, Logan. It's fun, but it's bad. You shouldn't lie, or if you're gonna lie, don't do it in court. Or if you're gonna do it in court, don't get caught doing it in court. That's, oh, crap. Did the chat just scroll? Hang on, the chat. Oh, okay, cool. The chat is still there. Sorry, the chat just kind of blipped out of existence for a quick second there, but it's still there. Quick Kitty said, the way that 80% of the recent chat was me yelling. Logan, after this, the clip spam moment. You can do it. Are we there yet? Have we reached the clip spam moment, or is it still a ways away? I feel like I figured out a thing. Was that a thing, or is there something else that I need to figure out? I don't know. I don't know things. Oh, hang on. I also copied something wrong here. There we go. Let's see. I learned a couple more comments to go back to the game, because I know every time I spend too much time in chat, we start to lose lurkers, and I got to make sure that we do have enough lurkers for a raid tonight. Won't be a particularly big raid, but it should still be a raid full of good people. Let's see. Quick said 2 more things very soon, then clip spam moment. We can do a small overtime here, guys, like 15 minutes max. You say that, but we're already 10 minutes overtime. Actually, 11. Can we do it in 4 minutes? Is the clip spam itself shorter than 4 minutes? Quick said, see, that's the thing, you guys, like, you always underestimate Logan time. Whatever you should always take your first guess and times that by 2.5 times. So if you say like 15 minutes, you should say like at least, 37 to 40 minutes or something like that. Eglin says, and he has gotten off at his stop. The doors were nearly closing and the train was about to leave. But the important thing is I did make it, right? That's all that matters. Okay, let's play a little bit more of the game here. You were so angry that he refused to return the relic to you. Huh? That you killed him with your own hands! Isn't that right, Mr. Retition Wimperson? He's gonna be like,
It wasn't my hands. My hands pushed the luggage. The luggage did the killing.
oh, he cracked it really bad that time. No, it's gonna crumble. I'm gonna be so sad if he broke his grandpa's placard.
Oh,
do we get to see a breakdown?
that is.
Nuh-uh. Apollo! Don't! Please don't accuse my client of murder! Are they really holding Maya hostage? Again, why would he not tell us this? He knows that we're good people, that we would like... That's why Athena was so torn before. Okay, so Athena better stop us too. Huh? Well, what do you mean don't accuse him? Why would you even say that, Mr. Wright? What I meant was, he's a promising politician with a bright future ahead of him. It's in our nation's best interest to avoid burdening him with the taint of scandal. You can tell I'm desperate because I used the word taint. Say what?
More tape. Yeah. Right, you better do something to change the current courtroom climate, or I'll be charged with murder. And you know what will happen to her, in quotes, meaning maybe it's not even a girl, if that happens.
Okay, so it is Maya. Or it could be Rafa. But I think it's Maya. But again, Judge, you got ears, right? You don't have selective hearing? One of these days I want the judge to pick up and say, wait a second, you're doing a blackmail. Narg! What's he talking about? Well, I'm part of that later. For now, I'm going to accuse of murder. Whoever it is, she's going to die. Mr. Wright, you can't possibly believe that Mr. Rebel is the killer. Are you really going to send an innocent man to prison? I thought you were better than that. You thought wrong. I'm awful. Well, Mr. Wright, answer me! Oh, my camera died for a second. Wow! Mr. Wright? Are you crying? Are you weeping right now? And read some comments in the chat. Quick said, this makes the second time they did a 3D animated thing with gravity in this game. The first being Case 2. Oh, yeah! Said about time, Logan. Welcome to Smart Station. Napping the spoiler clips in case we get it there soon. 4 clips, by the way. Please, I have them rode up ready to murder you. Kusha says, oh my gosh, he's the Great British Museum. Pretty much. Quick says, phew, almost got into the void. Literally, we're about to get there in like 2 minutes. Again, times it by 2.5. It's gonna be 5 minutes to just click things, sir. Yup, Crystal says, Logan! Quick Kitty says, oops, I meant. And then the faces, Quick Kitty said, me doing a finger gun shaking. Please do it or else. Crystal said, please, Phoenix. Politician, we killing you. Oh, I can see the end of chat right in sight. Okay, Mr. Right. What in the world's going on here? How do all the people in Japanifornia not understand context clues? And Athena's gotta know because she came back all sad. Athena, you're a bad friend if you don't tell Apollo. If you won't say anything, then... Huh. Myth-theoretician Wimpison, the defense hereby accuse you... Apollo, wait! Not you too, Athena. It's just, I wasn't sure whether I should say anything, but... During that last recess, when I went to check on Mr. Wright... You better be whispering, Athena. I overheard something I shouldn't have. She's awful if she kept this a secret. I trust Maya is unharmed. So it is Maya. That's why we haven't seen her. She's been kidnapped.
I can't really say, but just remember, if I'm arrested or fail to obtain the treasure, there will be consequences. Consequences of the worst kind, if you catch my drift. That's right. We will shave her head bald.
Aha!
Relax, all you have to do is ensure I get my hands on that relic. I must deliver it to my benefactor at all costs.
What do they want that relic for anyway?
It's something to do with an old legend. My patron seeks the great power said to be granted to whoever solves its secret.
So you knew everything, Athena! Maya? As in Maya Fey? Well, I never met her. I accuse him of murder. Yes, the boss's legendary former assistant. Miss Fey's being held hostage? So it seems... Why would anyone not tell Apollo? Well, there you go. Why didn't you tell me as soon as you heard this? Sorry, I just thought you would lose the case because you suck. It's just Mr. Wright spotted me before I could slip away and made me promise not to tell you. So why would Phoenix do that? He said it would make things more difficult if you found out. It would make things easier. It makes things so much easier. We could like put up a good front. It's like, oh, you know, we still got these questions, Your Honor. I think we got another day that we got to figure it out. And then launch like, I don't know, a rescue mission. As if things weren't already hot enough. So that's why Mr. Wright was acting so strange. I'm glad they gave a reason, but still, I had no idea. This must have been excruciating for him. Is the game, okay, is the game gonna give me the option, like, to decide, do you accuse him or not? And then if we accuse him, get a sad ending. Maya Fey had her brains blown out on live TV the next day. Let's see, Chris said, please, Phoenix, politician, we killing you. Quick, said, Logan, if it's a Rafa, we would have a literal war on our hands. Oh. Stop stuttering, game! Chris said, the cam blinked real. Quick said, we're right there, Logan. Just a few more dialogue, literally after right. And there's the clip spam. All right. I saved, right? Oh. Okay, let's try and watch these clips. Oh, sorry, I bumped the microphone. If it stutters again, I may have to like close out and relaunch. But let's check out these clips. So this is the clip spam from Queen Katie. And this first clip is from... Hang on. Let me try exiting or just try like reloading the save or something. See if that'll do it. Let's see if this fixes it. So this first clip is from 4 days ago, and it's titled, Looks Over to Maya Tied Up. Okay, I am very glad that I don't like check the titles of my clips that you've already made but not posted, because wow, I guess that would have been a spoiler. Looks over to Maya tied up. Plus, Mr. Attition is a very important client. Phoenix knows something he's not telling us, obviously. Does Phoenix think that Politician is the murderer of Archie Buff? They know each other? But I've never heard of Mr. Wright mention his name before. Okay, well, I mean, I guess Phoenix Wright does, in theory, visit Corain Village a lot? Okay, all right, next clip. This next clip is titled, looks over even harder to Maya. Oh, hang on. To Maya tied up. I think we gotta rewind this just a little bit. The very orb that was stolen from the treasure room in Corain several weeks ago. And Phoenix was there. Oh, that's it. That was Phoenix was there. Okay, I thought
the reason why Phoenix is
I
doing
just
this
paused.
case because he wants to keep the Founder's Orb out of the hands of the royal family, and that Politician is merely like the lesser of two evils?
Nope, I was wrong. These are not me guessing
that
correct
makes
things.
sense, right?
These are me being far off. To be fair, I don't feel like they foreshadowed that Maya is tied up. Okay, we got 2 more clips. This next one is titled, oh, hang on, we gotta pause this here. Oh, come on, there we are. Is titled, oh, if it'll load eventually. Well, I can see on the chat is titled, oh, Logan, ... you poor spirit. Okay, so let's play this.
Gavel slam! Very well, let's begin the proceedings. Also, why doesn't Phoenix have Maya over on his side? I want her there. Even if we don't get to see her do anything, I want him to have his sidekick there.
I didn't know. Okay, last one. And this is titled, oh, About Time Logan. Oh, is this gonna be from today, actually? I can't see because it's not loading. Oh, but it looks like it is based on the context here. Okay, so About Time Logan. This is where I figure out that Maya's been held hostage.
He's like blackmailing you or something. Just let us in. Let us know. Oh, maybe Maya is being held hostage. 'Cause we haven't seen her. Like, he came back from Corain.
With no Maya.
What's going on with you, Mr. Wright?
With no Maya.
Maybe in Corain, Maya has been arrested, and the defense minister is making Phoenix defend Politician, like threatening to execute Maya.
And there we go. So I eventually figured it out. I got there. But you know, here's something really dark to think about. Since we know the murderer of Archie Buff, what if the rest of the case is going to be investigating the murder of Maya Fey? Should we keep going? Or should we just stop right here? I mean, we are over time. I mean, I feel like we can maybe find at least a slightly better pausing moment than just this being excruciating for him. I think, like, if we get to the point where maybe Apollo has to make the decision or something like that, I think we can keep going. Queen said, finally! Crystal with the emote. Queen said, so this makes the bad ending worse because the awkwardness. Well, except that if Apollo lost in the bad ending, then doesn't that mean that Maya should be okay? Then again, maybe they're gonna kill Maya no matter what. Maybe Maya's already dead. Maybe Maya is now hanging out with Mia in the afterlife, being ghost sisters. Quick said also the devs literally pulled a justice for all Shelly to kill her on Phoenix again, the poor man! Except he knew it this time going into it, Crystal said, stuttering on the end, laughing. Okay, let's go until we can get a nice good cliffhanger here, okay? I had no idea. This must have been excruciating for him. Think justice. There's got to be something you can do. Gavel slam. Mr. Justice, about that last statement of yours, I believe you were in the middle of accusing the plaintiff of murdering Dr. Buff. Would you care to continue? I give me the option, please, game. Give me the choice. I'm sorry, Apollo. I'm really sorry. What's gotten into you two? Good thing my hearing is so bad that I can't hear what you've been discussing. If I accuse that slime bag, I put Miss Faye's life in jeopardy.
Oh, it seems you finally caught on. I'm far too important to be accused of murder. After all, our nation's future rests squarely on my shoulders.
Either I give up or...
There we go, cleaning. Ew. Once I present the crystal to my patron, my victory is assured. Then one day, I'll become president, and then king!
I don't think you can become king of a country that has a president. Unless you're gonna be a really bad president.
I'll have every politician at my command. Now retract your accusation.
I can't kowtow to him, but the defense would. It would like to retract the previous. Is it Dirk? Is it Edgeworth? What's Apollo? Hang on. And there's our cliffhanger. Quicketta said, yes, my favorite clip title. Blank says, but yay, Pops Confetti. Chris says, yippee. Quicketta said, there's a revisualization right after the Maya reveal here. But you can do that. You can do that now or save it for next stream and have a very short stream on Sunday. Wait, why would it be a very short stream on Sunday? Because there's got to be more like going into Karain. Right? That's not going to be like the end of the chapter. Even if it is, though, we still have the DLC case. Quicketta said, best dad! Yay! This would be a perfect cliffhanger, sir. Yes. Chris says, can we just report him taken hostage of Maya to the bailiff or something? Well, I'm assuming that Maya is being held hostage in Karain. So there's nothing that the authorities would be able to do here. And even if you reported it to the authorities in Karain, the justice minister is the authorities. He'd just be like, yeah, I know. I'm the one holding her hostage. Duh. That's the point of this. So I don't know if there's actually a whole heck of a lot that we can do. But yeah. Let me go ahead and check out those raid suggestions we got, by the way. See who has the fewest number of viewers. Okay, it looks like it is this one. Have we done? I don't think we've done this. Have we done this one before? I don't know if we rated this person before. I can't keep track. Let's see. And Quickity with a smile. Okay, yeah, we got to do it before all of our lurkers leave. So, by the way, if you are still lurking, let me give you the rundown. We got to see if we can populate enough of a raid. We got to have over 5, so at least 6. There we go. We got 6. Oh, we got 7. So if you're lurking, we stream Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Sundays, currently alternating between this, Ace Attorney Spirit of Justice, and we are also doing Persona 3 Reload, the episode I Guess DLC. Not a whole lot of people seem to be watching that, so we might tweak those. But also this month, Fridays, which is tomorrow, is Friday Fright Days, where we do spooky games. Tomorrow, we're going to try out Franbo, which may be darker than I'm used to. So we will see how that goes. But a bunch of people in the community claim it's a really good game, so maybe it'll be good, maybe it won't be. I don't know. Let me give the raid suggestion here. So you can copy that to your clipboard. And also, let me give you the social media. Here's a link tree that has a Discord invite link, my YouTube, TikTok. I'm still shadow banned on TikTok. It's been almost 2 months. My Twitter, all the places. So feel free to check those out. Let's see. What else is going on in the chat? Quickita said, thank you for a very arson stream. Crystal with the social. Oh, Crystal already posted it. Quickita said, see you next time for spookiness, maybe. Chris said, Franbo tomorrow, let's go. Quickita said, if I chicken out, then on Sunday for Best Dad. I might chicken out, I don't know. Chris with a keyboard slam. Chris said, Franbo, we getting drugs? And Magpie said, good night, Logan. Yes, good night, everybody. I love and appreciate you all. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for sticking around to the end. Have an awesome rest of your night, and hopefully we'll see you here tomorrow. If not Sunday for Ace Attorney, Tuesday for maybe Persona. Anyway, enjoy the raid. Bye, everybody. Bye. Bye. And for those watching the VOD, good night as well.